Good evening, everybody. Yellow. Hold on. Something's being weird. There we go. Okay. Okay. Today we're doing some Ring 6 development. I know that's what the stream title says. But, I decided to start in here, and we're gonna... I hate that clock so much. And, we're gonna... What are we doing? Yeah, I think we agreed among ourselves, but not me because I wasn't paying attention, to raid some of the towers here. You can join. The game link is in the description, and I will put it in the stream chat too. This is Ring 5. Now, okay. So which ones are we starting with? What tower are we starting with? We start with TOBC. I think they said it was that TOBC. Alright. So we're just going to all hit the win pad of that at the same time. And sure, this is Ring 6 development, because I'm testing... We're going to do that one too, which is a new tower that I haven't myself tested beating yet, but people have done it successfully, so... Yeah. Okay. So this is my own tower. So yeah, that's pretty cool. If anyone asks, by rating these towers with everyone, that is definitely Ring 6 development, because I'm testing it. I know that sign is green. I will get to that. Hold on. Well, after we do this one. What, so are we trying to all beat it, like, together? Or, like, go at the same pace? Or just, like, hit the win pedal at the same time? Enter now. Okay, go, 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 go. This tower's almost a year old. And I'm almost a year older than when I built it. Which actually is independent of the fact that it was built for my birthday. Fun RNG part. But it's not stupid. Because you just do this until it works. Come on. Come on. Are you gonna hit the button? Oh, maybe if you, like, walk on top of them. Does that make it work? Yeah. Okay, because if you walk on top of them, then they spin, like pointing upwards, I guess. I don't know. That makes them less likely to collide into each other. Then I need the box. Yeah, you know what? I'm also testing if this game can handle a bunch of wins simultaneously, which it should be able to, and I know it has because we've done raids before on towers. We did TOCS, Tower Celestial Sky, when I reopened the game after it was privated for a brief period of time. Like last week, like a couple days. And I'm sort of debating whether I really want to include that whole incident in the devlog, you know, the video. I will definitely include getting banned, because the AI bot scans didn't like the badges. I don't know if I really want to... I mean, I did write the script, a couple paragraphs, like 2, which would correspond to like a minute in the video, about the replacing that one tower with tower of that one. Oh yes, you get jump scared. Right, so if we just all wait by the win pad, we should be good. Okay, so now we just wait here. Okay, so in the meantime, I know the stream is later than normal. So, like later in the day, I mean. We will wait for everybody. Luckily, we're still at a concurrent viewer count of like 20, so that's good. Ooh, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the green sign for Tower of Reflective Marbles. Guys, I'm so good at this game. Look how fast I beat it. I beat the whole thing in 30 seconds. So good. It was while I was testing it. Yeah, but luckily I have a dev console command that I can easily run. Oh yeah, there's that too. Maybe I should do something about that. Then again, no, nobody has even noticed that this visible part blocks a shortcut, but I don't know. Anyway, I have an easy dev console command to just, like, delete that, and I don't have the badge anyway. Stream is lagging. Is this gonna be a video? When I get to the actual development of Ring 6, I will, I guess. It might. What I do will be written into the script, most likely. I don't know if I'll use any live commentary bits of it. I might. It depends on how I write it. Okay, we're still waiting for everybody. Okay, so EToH says I've beaten it when I haven't, because I was testing it, and I will fix that shortly. That one says I've beaten it because I beat the tower it replaced. So that should say I've beaten it, even though I actually haven't. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone. Is that everyone? No? Okay. I guess we can decide what I'm going to be doing when I get to the development part of the stream. So, like I said, or I think I said it in the stream chat before it started, I don't want to do, like, the development of Ring 6 itself, because I don't want to show I don't want to do that in a stream, because I don't want to show, like, the lobby and stuff until, like, until the premiere of the video, the devlog video. Oh, are you ready? Okay. Ready? There's TOBFO. That's not this one, though. Okay. Whee! Now we all hit the win pad and flood the chat with win messages. And it doesn't seem to be throwing any errors of skull and crossbones of impending doom. So that's good. Oh yeah, also with the Ring 6 lobby comes a big revamp to Ring 5, while the lobby of Ring 5. You could argue Ring 5 is okay. The addition of like quick teleport and such intended to be part of the Ring 6 release, which they aren't. They're sort of like a pre-release update, just because that's kind of the only way to do that, because there are more, like, because I scripted that and stuff, made it work in Ring 5, in the Ring 5 place, so, like, then I'd have to, I don't know, withhold all other updates until that just seems, like, pointless to do that. Oh yeah, we're doing TORM now. Now, hold on. I got to delete my fake win, and I don't think I actually have to do this, but I will just to be safe. Where is it? If I go to server and go like this and change that to Tower of Reflective Marbles, that should wipe all my data for that tower, of which there was nothing except from testing, which I want to delete anyway. So, yeah, as you can see, it's not even listed here, and I'm going to rejoin just to be safe. Another thing I can test, even though I know it doesn't work, is doing that to rejoin. Watch what happens. Well, wait. I think it, like, sometimes works. Okay, I think. Maybe? The signs aren't turning green. That might not be a good sign. Oh, boy. It might kick me in a second. Are we getting errors? Yes, we're getting skulls and crossbones of impending doom. But I'm not getting kicked. Yeah, what's going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. I need to, completely rejoin. What happened is, when you do that to rejoin a server, which I really need to fix this, because that's quite problematic, it rejoins you too quickly, so it doesn't like the save data stuff doesn't like fully like close your save data thing quick enough. So I'm not sure how to do that or how to make that work. The only thing I can think of is like temporarily teleport you to some other place with nothing there, and then withhold you there for like 10 seconds, and then you come back. By the way, note this is now black. Yeah. By the way, I'm drinking my tea. Okay. So I've played this before. I haven't beaten it legit yet, though. I won't do the secret ending, because the secret ending is quite difficult. Alright, okay, you get that timed button. And then jump to there, yes. I failed. Okay. Guess I'm going back in here. And I have to hit the button again. Okay, so we were also gonna raid Tower of White Ball. That one might take a bit longer, because I'm probably gonna loop fail it and fail the outside. That is a quite likely outcome. I do definitely want to beat it sometime, even though it won't technically give me anything, like no more tower points or anything. It will give me, it'll say I have a win in TOWB's stats, which it doesn't at the moment. I think I should have a little bit of data for it. Do I? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's also kind of a bug I should probably fix. If you get to a tower in the tower rush, it counts it as one attempt with 0 seconds. It's really not that big of a deal, but I should probably fix that one of these days. By the way, I did not get to Tower of White Ball in the Tower Rush. The last time I attempted the Tower Rush, I died on Tower of Wacky Obstacles on an outside, and also TOWB wasn't even there yet, in the game yet. But I was, however, once I added TOWB, testing if the Tower Rush works. So that's what's going on. But point is, I do have data, so I can, point is I don't have any wins. Wait, do I have that button already? Hold on. I might get soft lock by doing this. No, wait. Huh? What does that do? Why is it already lit up? Did I hit the button already? You'd think I remember this, because I did play it before. Like, does that activate this thing beneath me? Yeah, okay. Oh, almost fell. Oh, almost fell again. Okay, good thing there's that net. It does mean I have to redo the buttons again. It's fine. Okay, so press that, go over here. I have the time and the knowledge I didn't have previously. Go like that, and jump. Dang it. There's no button progress, is there? So I basically just have to restart, of course. What does the stream chat think of this? Hello, Roro. Hello, Zero Droids. Oh yeah, I didn't quite finish the thought of this stream is starting a bit later than normal. Which means, unfortunately, my European friends, it's like midnight at least for you. Where do I go? This way, yeah. How am I forgetting all this already? But to be fair, last week stream started at 6:30 a.m. my time, which would be CDT, meaning to my American friends it was very early. I mean, not crazy early, not like 4 a.m., but 4:30 a.m. at the earliest, if you're in Pacific time. Wow. Although actually probably even earlier technically if you're in Alaska or Hawaii. But that's a small number of people anyway, relative to the rest of the American viewers of my channel, presumably. Okay, button. Then just hold jump until I end up there. And then don't jump too early that time. Cool. Okay, is this... No, it's not netted. How sad. Oh, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. And I fell all the way down here. Are you kidding me? T. Can I do this right? How am I loop failing a difficult tower? Can let the record show that's how bad this is going. Well, this wasn't supposed to be a playing Ring 5 stream. It was supposed to be a developing Ring 6. But again, I'm testing it, guys. I'm testing the... Did I... I jumped there, game. We should organize the Ring 5 All Towers raid. Tower Rush raid. That would be fun. I mean, they do, like, people do soul-crushing tower raids in EToH, and the Ring 5 Tower Rush is low insane, so there's no reason that couldn't happen. If you presume difficulty is the limiting factor. Tower of double jumps don't even work on Xbox. Do they not? Why wouldn't they? Okay, I'm just gonna heal here, because, well, I ain't got time for that. There we go. Almost died, but... What's the fun of playing things safe? Remember the double jumps or zip lines. Huh. Check the console. Oh boy. I think it just does that. Some towers, if something's broken with one of their client objects, that the builder did that, it'll put that in the dev console. I guess it's like that for this tower. It's not a problem. Just some client objects might be broken, but the builder would have noticed it. So it should be fine. I could try and figure out exactly what it's talking about. I guess it wouldn't even be that hard, but kinda just don't feel like it. Right, why am I waiting again? There's no kill bricks. Huh. Scary. I should get a badge for completing this upon my consideration of that in the recent seconds. Oh. Uh-oh. I did not realize that was timed or how little time I had. So the healing was worth doing. So I could do that. Okay, hit that button. Go. Hit that button. Climb. And try again. There we go. I have 7 whole seconds this time. Wait, did I just hit that button? Yeah, it just opened this. Okay. Does Roro check chat? Yes. Tell you what I will do. I will print all entries in loaded tower info. Let's see if this does anything suspicious. I mean, that's about what it should do. Yeah. Prints what the game thinks, or it prints the tower the game thinks each player is in. That's what that dev console command does. But I don't know which one everyone's supposed to be in. Still don't know what's going on with that one bug where occasionally it will, not have you in the tower you're supposed to be, and then you, can't win the tower because of it. I don't know what's causing that. It's rare that happens, but I think the cause is something to do with, if you, do some specific combination of, restarting run and quick reset, or if you die and then if you die, quick reset, all at the same time or something. Like, I don't know. Some weird combination of reset on death, quick resetting, and dying, like, all at the same time. It'll, like, confuse it or something. But I can't figure out a consistent way of reproducing that, so I don't know how to fix it. Okay, if I do that one more time. Okay, so I go this way. Actually, I think the cube man tells me that, but I don't feel like reading it. So, oh, okay, I was about to start yelling in angry. What? Do I get dismounted off that after a certain number of time? Or wait, the glue parts are dismounters. I think that's what the cube man had to tell me. But they're also can collide true, apparently. What? Oh, I go this way. And I still fall. But it opens. Don't. Okay, great. So now I have to go press the button again. Go like, nope. Wait, I have time. Go. Okay, cool, finally. Am I even near the end? I'm literally halfway there. Like, slightly past halfway. That's awesome. Those elevators move. Can confirm. Do I jump there? I think so. Yes. And then just make sure I don't die. Ah, that is a trip part. Marble room. Aren't these unanchored? Yes. These are where the eponymous reflective marbles are located. It's also a net. Well, that was wrong. One way or another that worked. The fact that Star's hardest is challenging and is building a fire terrifying sub-realm for Ring 6 sub-realm is insane. You mean Depths of Abyss? Or Depth of Abyss? Isn't that was supposed to be a Ring 5 sub-realm. If that's what you're talking about. I don't think he's doing 2 sub-realms simultaneously. Which, by the way, if you're interested for building this tower... okay, finally. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, for 12 minutes. Yeah, perfect time. Okay, I'll go first. Please don't miss the last jump. Thank you. Oh, and there's a badge. Nice. Yay! Take me a sip of tea. Yeah, I've been streaming for 20 minutes, and I was supposed to be doing Ring 6 development. So I don't... We'll save the TOWB, that one, raid for later. By the way, a new update that came with... It's a pointless update, pretty much, or one nobody would care about. But I was worried that, like, there's like a teleporter around here in TOWB, part of, like, how the ending goes, which you could jump to, I think. So I just put an insta-kill net thing beneath there to make sure that doesn't happen. Yeah. The Ring 6 sub-realm was the Void's Forbidden Legacy. Yeah, I heard of that. I don't remember what they're all called. I think that's the... Wait, okay. So there's DOA, Depth of Abyss. That's a Ring 5 sub-realm that I know is by Stars. Maybe he's in this game. I know there's the Void's Forbidden Legacy. I forgot it was called that, but I did know there was a Ring 6 sub-realm. And then I also... Or it was proposed, there was a sub-realm idea for Ring 1 and 2, which I confirmed. So if you're interested in building a tower for this game, take a look at those sub-realms, as those will probably, maybe, I don't know, be added before Ring 7, maybe. Now that I say that, I'm not so sure. Yeah, Ring 7 might come first, now that I think about it. It depends. GG. But anyway, let's go do some Ring 6 development. I will return to the start of the lobby. You have sugar with your tea. It's like fake tea. So there's like barely any sugar. This is unacceptable. Or no, it's real tea, but it's like fake sugar. So sad. EToH ain't coming out in a while. Okay then. That's fine. There's no rush, but yeah. Also, we're up to almost 30 concurrent viewers. Well then, let's go do some Ring 6 development, but in Ring 5. Okay, window capture, change that to Roblox Studio. Hold on, 1 second. Now change it to Roblox Studio. Okay, gotta do. Hold on. Need it in full screen. Okay. Here we are. So we got several things I could work on. Upload EToH tower info to Roblox, add some game passes / purchasable items. That one's a fun one. I don't really know how to do that. That's gonna go like going on the website, and I don't really want to show my Chrome window because I have a bunch of bookmarks that would definitely dox me if I accidentally showed that. So I will not be doing that. Hold on. Actually, this is boring just seeing that still. Let's go back to here. There. You can come here for a screenshot. As I discuss that I'll probably not be doing add some game passes / purchasable items. I could do like building the items themselves, but I don't know. I don't really want to do that because I'm pretty bad at making little models. The ideas are pose. Instead of T-pose, it's this. The A with the little circle on top, which I think is called A. That's the name of that letter. Roro plushie healing item. Uranium stick light item. Pet rock that does nothing. Uranium stick is the only one I could probably do because it's like making a union of a cylinder and, well, a cylinder thingy. But I don't know. Do I want to make it more detailed than that, considering it's going to cost you 99 Robux to get that? By the way, about items, the 4 Robux items that I just listed, those are the ones coming in Ring 6, but in Ring 7 there will be the whole system of coins, and whatever you get. The way that's going to work, and apparently no other fan game has really done this, is beating a tower for the first time gives you coins. The higher the difficulty, the more coins. Rebeating a tower does gives you less coins, but still more coins with higher difficulty. And then secret endings of a tower for the first completion gives you more coins than the standard ending. Rebeats give you from least amount of coins to most amount of coins is a rebeat of the standard ending, a rebeat of the secret ending, a first completion of the standard ending, and then the first completion of the secret ending. Of course, most towers just have a standard ending, no secret ending. That being the case for most of these, that's the only one with a secret ending. Yeah. Will you add gambling to Ring 6? Loot boxes! Definitely not. Everyone hates loot boxes, except cash grab simulators. Okay, I will do print screen. Oh, GG on your own tower. Wait, why did it just not show up in the chat what I just typed? What? Okay, we won't question that. Okay, so upload EToH tower info to Roblox. Add some game passes. I don't really want to do those because that'll probably involve showing the website, or rather showing nothing and then having to describe you, and then that's boring. ring select, ring 6 lobby, ring 6 badges, ring 6 difficulty polls. That's all stuff that's going to have to come with showing the lobby, which I'm not going to do until the ring 6 video premiere. So that will only be done like recorded, not streamed. Make a UI appear on screen when you reach floor 7 of a tower and gain the ability to vote on its difficulty. Yeah, let's not do that one right now. Global win messages for soul crashing towers. That's ice, by the way. Dance emote buttons, alignment keys / dot for mobile players. D-pad for mobile players, update the Ring 5 lobby, make the credits area, update builder avatars when they change an avatar, tower completions menu, the one with the sort by area and sort by difficulty. Is that in here? I don't think that's in here. Which I will take as, let's just make that be in a later update. Add an easy way to get to any tower's own place to practice it from within SMToH. Oh yeah, that's going to be the Ring 7 release. Practice obby, that's done by the lobby builders. Wow, I'm close to being done with this than I thought. Length indicators for Ring 5 and Ring 6 towers. A tower hint that says the approximate tower length, like for Tower of the Planets. How am I going to do that? Other than just timing them all, and also I don't feel like doing that. So, what does that even leave? That leaves, like, the game passes, upload SM... Okay, things I'm definitely not doing are ring select, ring 6 lobby, ring 6 badges, ring 6 difficulty polls. I guess we could do global win messages. Yeah. So let's do that. Window capture properties, change that to Roblox Studio. Okay. So, here's the thing. We will have to learn together how to do this. How to do global win messages. The goal, as it's always first to just remember what that's going to be, is make, when you win a soul crashing tower, we want it to say the win message in every area of the game. That's not hard to, well, okay. Making the win message is easy because I don't have to do that because I already have. If I open up WinPad script, technically the only soul crushing in Ring 5 is the Ring 5 Tower Rush, which is already a special case type tower anyway, and Tower of the Planets. That doesn't even give a win message. It definitely needs to, so we might actually go to Tower of the Planets for that. But I think, even though Ring R5TR is like a special case type deal, it should be okay. Let's take a look. If you look at when you, where are we? You hit the win pad. We call win tower. Okay. Here we have like 2 separate cases of calling it for if you have the secret ending. So that's like new. Whenever I added TORM, which was like a month ago, I think. Previously, this tower or this function was called only that one time, I believe. No, it was called wind. Oh, okay. So R5TR is a special case because it's called by this event where you do wind tower. Right. Okay. That's fine. It's we don't really need to worry about the fact that that's done with a remote event or a bindable event. Sorry. Point is, this function is still called with player and tower acronym. Don't worry about secret ending for now. So let's go through considering all this stuff. I mean, it just does everything the same, right? We don't have anything that says like if tower acronym equals R5TR. No. And it still just converts the acronym from R5TR to Ring 5 Tower Rush using the acronym converter module script. So like within Win Tower, once we call it with tower acronym being R5TR, it's no secret or no special case type thing. Meaning local win message string equals font color, win message color. Yeah, it's all just the same as a regular tower until now. Because now I'm going to do a special case of if it was, well, actually no. It's not if it was the tower rush, it's if it's soul crushing. We want to do the global win message. And since I want to make this as easily transferable, whatever I add to this code, I want to make it as easy to transfer as possible to other areas. So making it specifically do this for if it's Ring 5 Tower Rush, that's not as good as, say, using what I already have, better integrating with what I already have. Let's say go to SMTOH Tower Info. We say, like, if the difficulty is insane, extreme, terrifying, or catastrophic, then do a global win message. That would be the better way of doing that. Because what this is this lists every single tower in the game, including the one that got deleted, and currently just its difficulty name. But if I wanted to, and I might do this now, as a matter of fact, I might go exact difficulty as just another entry in each table, equals, and then whatever it is. Nifpun, I forget exactly. It's intense, so it'd be like, what is it, 6.36? It's not that, I don't think. I will check if I decide to go through with this, which I'm deciding now as I think aloud. But if I do that, if I choose to use that, when I get around to doing the tower completions menu, the one where you hover over a tower acronym, like in EToH, this game's equivalent of that, you'll hover over the tower acronym and it will tell you the exact difficulty. You know what I'm talking about? That, whenever I get around to that, if not sooner, I will for sure need to do exact difficulty like this. However, I might choose to do that here. Both of the following things would work for determining if a tower is a soul-crushing tower. We could either see if its difficulty name is either insane, extreme, terrifying, or catastrophic, or we could see if its exact difficulty is 8.00 or above. Either of those would work, but I think the latter is better, of doing if its difficulty is 8.00 or higher. Because, I mean, it doesn't matter that much, but it's just more concise to say if its difficulty is 8 or higher than if its difficulty is insane, extreme, terrifying, or catastrophic, especially when we get to Depth of Abyss, and there are towers up to, like, horrific nil in there, which will still have global win messages, so this will still be needed, whether they, give tower points, which they won't, above catastrophic. That's not really the focus right now. But point is, it's easier to just say if difficulty is 8 or above. So, drink some more tea. Let's get to adding the exact difficulties to these. So, Nifpun. Okay, these are all written down. If I go to the Roro Studios Discord, the only place there's actually a list of all of the difficulties is in the Ring 5 changelog. That is about to change. Not that you guys will be able to see the script that I'm editing, except going back to the stream or something. But you just look at the place version 23 in the Ring 5 changelog. It'll say that. For now, I keep that updated. Probably once I get the tower completions menu, I will change that. What am I doing to get your alt tabs right? So Nifpun is 6.67. Exact difficulty equals, and then we just say the number. By the way, we will need a comma after that. So, I mean, it'll be easy to know if I forget it because it'll start giving me the red underlines of impending doom. So 6.67. Cool. I can actually just copy. Can I do that? Yeah. Then I just change it as, like, that's the least amount of stuff to retype. So exact difficulty of R5TR is 8.16. Exact difficulty of TOAN is 5.12. Exact difficulty of TOBFO is 1.02. Exact difficulty of Berry Blast is 7.54. Yeah. If you see me typing these wrong, tell me in the stream chat, because I really need to make sure these are all right. TOBC is, or Tower of Big Cave, so TOBC 2 is 2.96. Tower of Birthday Celebration, so TOBC 1 is 1.81. Tower of Celestial Sky is 1.15. Tower of Creamsicle is 5.71. Tower of Epic Top Heads is 5.24. Or wait, 5.25. Tower of Filled Spaces is 6.71. Tower of I Love Purism is 6.96. Tower of Interminable Failure is 7.47. Tower of Layered Challenges is 7.92. Tower of Minimal Vibrancy, oh boy. Tower of Minimal Vibrancy is 3.62. Tower of Desaturated Colors is 4.19. Surely we're getting close. I like a bunch more. Okay. Reflective Marbles is 4.80. SSS is 2.76. Tower of the Planets. That one's not listed on the Ring 5 place version thing, because this isn't in Tower of the Planets, but it's... Which one is Extreme? Isn't Extreme 9? Yeah, Insane... Hold on. R5TR is in the 8th, so yeah, it's base Extreme, bottom Extreme, so 9.00. Vast Outdoor Expeditions, Expeditions is 3.89. Wacky Obstacles is 6.29. Nope, 6.21, sorry. White Ball is 6.97. Okay. Hopefully I got those all right. I should do this. I don't want to, but I should, of just making sure I do all those right. It's only like 20 of them. Okay, Neefpun is 6.67. Yes. R5TR is 8.16. Yes. Tower of Absolute Neon is 5.12. Yep. TOBFO is 1.02. Yep. TOBB is 7.54. Yes. TOBC2 is 2.76. Or 2.96, sorry. Wait, make sure that's right. Tower of Big Cave, also known as TOBC2, is 2.96. Yes, that is right. TOBC1 is 1.81. TOCS is 1.15. Tower of Creamsicle is 5.71. Tower of Epic Top Heads is 5.25. Tower of Filled Spaces is 6.71. Tower of I Love Purism is 6.96. Tower of Interminable Failure is 7.47. Tower of Layered Challenges is 7.92. Hold on. Yeah. Tower of Minimal Vibrancy is 3.62. Tower of Desaturated Colors is 4.19. Yep. Tower of Reflective Marbles is 4.80. Yep. TOSSS is 2.76. Yep. Tower of the Planets is 9.00. Yep. Tower of Vast Outdoor Expeditions is 3.89. Yep. Tower of Wacky Obstacles is 6.21. Yep. Tower of White Ball is 6.97. Okay. So those are all correct. Cool. Take a sip of tea. And ice, apparently. So where was I? We just added exact difficulty to all of these in this module. Now, remember when I said I need to upload this to Roblox? The point of that is because like scripts in Tower of the Planets need to access this same information, and rather than like it's annoying, like, because okay, to make what am I doing? The global wind messages, which will need to be applied to Tower of the Planets, like those are the only two places here in of SMTOH anyway. Well, there's like Ring 6, which is currently just Tower of Star Spangled Banner, and Citadel of Leon Laboratories. Those are like those don't have like the menu and stuff. They're sort of unreleased type. You can play them, but they're like unfinished, so they don't have the menu and such. So they sort of don't count in a way. Point is, Tower of the Planets needs to access this information too, so I'd have to like copy and paste the script to update it there, and that's annoying to do a billion times. Like with two places it's manageable, but once we get like Ring 6 and a bunch of sub-realms, that's going to get very annoying. By the way, Brian, I did see your DM. Okay. So what I'm going to do is upload this to Roblox, which is a thing you can do. That way modules can be, or module scripts, they can be, like, just, so you, I think it's like a function that like loads it or something. That way you just upload or load in the latest version. That way you don't have to keep updating it in every place, which is very annoying to do. This is actually used in part of the tower script, or tower kit scripts. If you go to workspace, or if you go to the music module, I believe it's called insert. Yes, require. Okay, yeah, use require. Fine. This is how you load. Like that's the music module that is loaded once you. Words. Okay. Like, normally when you use require, you would say require and then, like, game.serverscriptservice.smtoh tower info. Actually, that's in replicated storage, but anyway. You do the user data for that script, but here we have that it's an ID, which loads it from Roblox, like the Roblox website. And the way that's used in the music module is that's expanded rather than just information from a big table. It makes it into the entire music thing with like the mute button down here and etc. So I might eventually get to expanding the menu to do that too, like make this all be in a big module that's uploaded to Roblox. That way that also doesn't have to be updated in every place. But the thing is, it's not the same in every place. It's mostly the same. Like if I go play this, it's probably going to start playing sound. Hold on. Before I get copyright claimed, even though I'm not supposed to be. But, you know, I hate the music industry and all. Yeah, see, volume was on max volume. Let's not do that. But, like, look, settings. This one in particular. In fact, I think this is the only one that's different between Ring 5 and Tower of the Planets. Most, well, 3 of these just don't apply in Tower of the Planets. Toggle timer, that one's there. Reset on death, quick reset delay. Like, these buttons aren't in the menu in Tower of the Planets. Quick reset delay doesn't, like, holding R does nothing in Tower of the Planets. Low detail mode doesn't. Eventually, I might make those work. I don't know, though. Like, okay, reset on death would maybe be nice. But, like, the tower is so long, you're not going to be resetting that many times. Like, it's not the way you would in, like, I don't know, say... What's one where you, like, start with an outside? I don't know. And like I don't think anyone's really going to be speedrunning TO or TOTP anytime soon, so there's not really a point in doing a quick reset. And I'm also kind of just lazy. Key display limit, invis players. So wait, toggle timer, invis players, key display limit, those are the only 3 in Tower of the Planets, and as such its scripts aren't the same. Maybe it's a thing to think about that will definitely not be in the Ring 6 release, and definitely did not need me 5 minutes of explaining that and getting way off track here. So what was I doing? Right, we're going all the way back to the global win messages. Because we have SMTOH tower info, now this will, it's not going to get uploaded to Roblox right now, but we'll probably go into Tower of the Planets later and just update the script there to have this. So here's what we're going to do. We have win message string, and then we do win message RE fire all clients. That just, hold on, you know what that means? Where is this? That's just starter player scripts. Okay. Win message script is listening. Listening. Does it say that in the comment? No, it actually doesn't. Okay. I always like to do that whenever I use a remote event, do fire all clients or on client event or any other vice versa things, just for debugging, or if I go a month without looking at the script and forget what's listening to it. This is so helpful. Instead of just like, there's no easy way to see what script is listening for that. Good thing I remembered it in this case. I mean, it's easy to guess that it would be called win message script, but in other cases, not so much. Point is, what this line essentially just makes it put the message in the chat. That's all that is. Why it's a remote event is because you have to do that from the client. Basically, it tells each client, put the message in the chat. It's not like a server-sided thing, but that's not the point. The point is, what I want to do now is, I want to go if, do we even have SMTOH tower info in here? No. Did I already just write if? If so, let me delete it. No. Put a big line right there, I'll be able to find easily. Or just remember that that's line 148, so I can find it shortly. SMTOH tower info is in replicated storage, right? Yes. Because I have it in there, because that way both the server and client can access it, and like, because both will need to know that information. Say, the server might need to know that information for the menu in tower stats to say what color to make the label thing saying the name of the tower. So like it says TORM, or Tower of Reflective Marbles, it has that button be dark red. It knows it should be dark red by looking at that script. The server also might need to know that, such as right now, for checking if it's 8.00 or above, because if it is, then do a global win message. That's what we're coding right now. Replicated storage is here. The way I like to do these at the top of each script is get all my services, and then in the order of the services there, well, get all the services, list them in order that they're displayed over here. So workspace, well not workspace, I never do game get service workspace. You can, but that's kind of stupid to do that. I just write workspace in all lowercase. The point is I do replicated storage, that's listed first. Server script, server, because they're in that order, you know? Then I do the ones that aren't listed there. Badge service in, I guess, alphabetical order, but usually I just have one non-explorer service. Does that matter at all? No, that was not worth that unnecessary rant. What does matter is I then go in alphabetical order here. These are all the replicated storage things I'm getting, which I'll be getting SMTOH tower info. So now where does that go? SMTOH tower info, ABCDEFGHIJKL M NOPQRST, so it should go here. Local SMTOH. Hold on, what did I call it? Hold on. What was that script called? It wasn't display win info, it was load tower stats. That's what it is. No, I just called it that. Okay, if I just go, because I can literally copy paste that line. Get rid of that. So now I have a variable for this information. Hold on. Yeah. So now I have a variable. The point of having require is so that that variable now like can access this function instead of just being a pointer to this object. That's what require means. So now we go back to line 148, which was down here. We can get rid of that rather meaningless comment. We're going to say, okay, if SMTOH tower info, what is the function called? And what does it do specifically? Scripts can use this function to get info about any tower in SMTOH. We call it with the tower name, the full name, which has a variable for that already in the script, which is convenient. If smtoh info get tower info, what is the tower name? Full tower name. So we're going to pass, let's say it's ring 5 tower rush. What does it return? It returns this table, or it returns nil if that isn't a tower in this table. So actually, let's do this. Local tower info. Is that already a variable here? I don't think it is. Why does it say that 5 times? 2 up there, 3 down. Okay, that's what it should be. That's what I expect. Okay. Local tower info. We'll just do this with variables. Equals smtoh tower info get tower info of the full tower name. Now we're going to say if tower info, that technically is like implying equals or is unequal to nil, but I'm just going to directly say is unequal to nil. I just prefer to do that because it helps keep me less confused. So we're saying if that doesn't return nil, there should be no reason it will pass, like, say, tower of wacky obstacles but misspelled, which would return nil. But this is just making sure no errors run, which would just break everything. Just wanted to say, if Math DCO ever updates, will you play the update? I guess so. Seeing as how it's very profitable. Yeah, I guess if they add, like, grade 12, I'd do that. Yeah. Okay, back to this. So, if it's not nil, which there's no reason it should be nil, but this just makes sure it doesn't break everything, which is just a good idea to do that. So, if it's not nil, meaning we know it's actually information, and it should have exact, yeah, then we can go tower info. I think we can say dot exact difficulty. I think you can do that with tables, but I know for sure we can do, like, exact difficulty. Just spell it right. Exact difficulty. Or rather, if tower info dot exact difficulty, which is a number, is greater than or equal to 8. I could point 8.00. I don't really need to, though. So if the difficulty is over 8, then we're going to do send, or make the win message a global win message. Now we get, so now we've got when do we want to do a global win message sorted out. Now you got to do the how do you do a global win message. Well, I have a lead, which is messaging service. So we're actually going to have 2 in this case. What is this? Go away. We're actually going to have 2 in this case non-explorer services listed up here. How do you use messaging service, though? There is an Alvin Blocks video about it. If it's not too long, maybe I'll watch it. But there's also almost certainly, well, yes, certainly a Roblox documentation page about it. What am I searching? Messaging service. Roblox. Let's see what they have to say about it on the documentation page. Messaging service allows servers of the same experience to communicate with each other in real time, less than 1 second, using topics. Topics are developer-defined strings of 1 to 80 characters that servers use to send and receive messages. Uh-oh, we might have a situation if the win message, the win message string is over 80 characters. Uh-oh. Hold on. Can you do string.length? Is that a thing? Yeah. Let's just do the full string. Let's say, hey, hold on. Where is it? Pretty much just follow that. The string is less than font color equals. Then there's a specific way we're supposed to write that. RGB 139.6. We'll do the longest tower name here. RGB 2552550. There's the reason I'm doing this, don't worry. Greater than Shark Noob 2001 has beaten Tower of Symmetrical Sophisticated Stimulation in, let's say it's, realistically it's going to go up to 3, like, yeah, technically you could do 1,000 characters, or 1,000 minutes. Let's just say 1,000 minutes. This is definitely over 80 characters. Uh-oh, we might have a situation. But surely no win time would ever be above 10,000 minutes. So we can do 10,000, 10 seconds, 0.33, sure. Then, yeah, that is 119 characters. That is a problem. Messaging service topics are an identifier. The message character limit itself should be more than 80 characters. Oh. I see. Okay, maybe I should have read on. I hate clocks. Topics are developer-defined strings of 1 to 80 characters. That's going to do some 10. Right, okay. The messages they're actually sending are don't have a character limit, presumably. Delivery is best effort and not guaranteed. Make sure you architect your experience so delivery failures are not critical. Okay, basically that's going to mean if remember there's currently only 2 SM2H places. Let's say someone beats Ring 5 Tower Rush. You know what, I'll leave that on there. Oh, never mind. Say someone beats Ring 5 Tower Rush, and we need to just tell the Tower of the Planets place of that. I'll need to code it in Tower of the Planets to say, hey, if something goes wrong, make sure it doesn't break everything. Fine. Okay. Cross-server messaging explores how to communicate between servers in greater detail. If you want to publish ad hoc messages to live, what does that mean? Live to you servers, you can use open cloud APIs. Maximum size of a message is 1 kilobyte. I don't think a string would have to be a gazillion characters to be a kilobyte, so I don't think that's a problem. So, like, how do I do anything? Cross-server messages. Right, okay. Remember, we want to send the message to not only other places of the game, but other servers of the same area. The only thing I don't want is for it to repost the same message in the same server, because it's already doing that just above those lines. But yeah, hey bro, honest question, why do you use dark mode? Or why don't you use dark mode? Because light mode just looks better, and like, I'm so used to like the dark blues being dark blue and not red. And also, what is even going on with comments being gray? You can't even see them in dark mode. I guess let's just keep reading. I don't know. Well, no, it lists the... I don't know. Publish async is a method of the service. Invokes the supplied callback whenever a message is pushed to the topic. Huh? Okay, let's just look at the code sample they have on here. This example demonstrates how to use messaging service subscribe async to listen for a topic for cross-server chat within a game universe. When a player joins, the example subscribes to the topic player.userid. When a message is sent with this topic, the connected callback executes in print. I just need to watch the Allen Blocks video. But I don't really want to do that on the stream. So, we're going to come back to this later. I will mark it with yellow on the Google Doc, in which I'm keeping track of what I'm still doing. Yeah. Eating Roro stream. It's ice. I'm drinking tea. So we'll come back to the global win messages. So we try to figure out dance emote buttons, alignment keys /dot for mobile players. if I were to guess, that's probably stuff in the V6 kit that if I theoretically, I could, like, I don't know, extract it from there and apply it to this. If it like, okay, when I get to Ring 7, where I'll be using V6 kit for everything, which will require kind of fundamentally rescripting a lot of stuff. Not in Ring 5, though, because all this is V5 stuff. Or V5.5, but... like... okay. Just player module. This is part of the V5.5 kit. That's where the script comes from. That is a lot of module scripts, and this is all the stuff like the mobile shift lock and stuff, which doesn't include Xbox shift lock or the mobile dot thing or the dance emote buttons, because most people just use this for their tower's own place, and it's not that important because everyone's just gonna play it in practice or with no clip. When I'm using that same script for a fan game with legit mode, then we start to have some problems. If I were to guess, when they did the big update to the tower kit, aka V6, I know for sure they added Xbox shift lock. Probably they also added the mobile, well, maybe. I don't know. They could have added the mobile dot thing or mobile alignment keys. I could definitely see mobile alignment keys. I should probably just look at the V6 kit. I don't know. But whatever is in there, which Xbox shift lock, which is the only thing I know for sure, is the one thing I don't need because I already have a thing that does that. Yeah. Point is, even if I knew it was in there, I'd have to just go on a treasure hunt through this many scripts. And each of these is like hundreds of lines long. Okay, that one's not too bad. But, like, I don't know what any of this means. Okay. Let's guess what camera utils means. Local function round. And furthermore, a lot of these, like, abbreviate stuff. That's just the way the scripters of the kit did that. Which isn't a problem, but, like, that's not... It's a lot easier to read my own scripts, especially because they have a gazillion comments, than it is to read, like, these ones. So I don't even know where to begin doing... Well, I do, I guess. If I were to do the mobile dot thing, which... What that is if you zoom into first person, it puts a little dot in the center of your screen, indicating... Like, that way mobile players can also do tightropes by keeping the center of their screen aligned with the tightrope. That's what the point of that is. Even if that exists in V6, which means theoretically I could go, like, extract it from there and apply it to this, I think it's just going to be infinitely easier to just re-script it from scratch. Like, it's not even that bad. What would I have to do? Check if the player is on mobile, then when they go into first person, put a dot in the center of the screen. The hardest part of that is probably check when they're in first person. I think I remember wanting to, like, having the same question before of, can you tell how much a player is zoomed in? I think it's like a property of camera, isn't it? It's like zoom distance, maybe? Or is it, no, wait. Is it humanoid? I might have to go digging in the back alleys of an old project I was doing on Roblox, because I know I've done a little, like, force zoom in or force zoom out thing, but that was actually with, like, max zoom distance. Is that a property of humanoid? I don't know. Let's just see. Camera offset under data. Are there other... What happens if I change that? Okay. That's about what I expected. There's already a project by a fan to port the entirety of Ring 1 to Studio. Yeah, that is true. And I am greatly appreciative of that. Because I don't want to do that. But it's not a one-to-one recreation of the towers. He's revamping them all, which is good because they're pretty bad in Ring 1, most of them. There are a couple of good ones, mostly the later ones that were built later. But okay, yeah. I think it would be fun if we go dig in the back alleys of an old project, because I know it's possible. Sure, I could just Google it, and it probably would take much shorter time, but this is more fun. All right, here we go. You're going to be looking at this for a moment as I pull it up and try to remember what I'm doing. Hold on. Tell you what, we're going to go play that project. Unfortunately, it's one-player servers, and it's also private, so you guys couldn't join. Where is it? Here we go. It's a game called A Lost Existence by yours truly. Hold on, it's loading. Okay, it's done loading. Properties, set that to this. Okay. Essentially what this is, make sure my sound is off before... Well, there's no music. Wait, yes, there is music. It's like an adventure story obby type thing. I've talked about this in a video long ago. I believe that video was 8 years on Roblox. Now, you're forced in this game, you're at the moment anyway. You're like, I'm scrolling, nothing is happening. Like you're forced at this zoom, which is actually kind of annoying because it's so zoomed in. At least compared to what I'm used to. I think it's like, yeah, it's kind of annoying. We'll manage though. And like you saw that stuff, or the little rock like fall. That's done with a server script, something I shouldn't have done. And so what I did was, wait, so that means other players will see that take effect. Oh yeah, this part is cool. Doesn't like a whole building thingy fall over? I think it was that. Maybe. Oh, well, I guess we didn't see it. Oh boy. Uh-oh, that's not good. This is slightly problematic. Okay, I died. Find the game chat. There it is. Werewolf animation pack is so goofy. Honestly, I agree. It looks ridiculous when you're running fast, which it actually does at some point. I think soon in this area. I could make a full video on this. It would be kind of fun, but part of the problem is that okay. You know what? We'll get to it. Just play the game for now. And yes, this is Ring 6 development. Okay. So we got this big bridge through this big valley. Supposed to be like an ancient civilization thing was here, which is cool. Yeah, there's like a bunch of traps and stuff. All done with server scripts, which is why it has to be one-player servers. Why I didn't make them local scripts was quite frankly because I didn't know how to use local scripts, even though it is incredibly simple. Okay, here we go. Here's running fast with the werewolf animation pack. It looks so funny. This thing breaks beneath you, which is why it gives you the speed boost. By the way, if you're wondering when I made this, it was like February to like October of 2020 that I was working on it, and then I just got demotivated. Yeah, see how janky that is doing that with R15, let alone the animation pack? This is why we don't use R15 for obbies. Oh, so 5 years ago. Wow, it really has been that long. That's crazy. So yeah, I was like learning how to script essentially, which is why I didn't know how to use local scripts. But as we go on, things will get a bit more advanced with the coding. Playing all this would probably take over an hour, so I'm not going to do the whole thing. Especially because if you die past, like, I think, like, this first... No, past the broken rocks thing where you're running across there, you're soft locked. You can't get back, and there's no checkpoints. The idea being each checkpoint would be, like... You'll see when I get over there, assuming I don't die. It would be, like... You go to these different areas, so each one of those would be a checkpoint, and when you die, it would, like, kick you and rejoin you. Which definitely is not the best way of doing that, but I didn't know how to do any better, especially because by the time I realized I should have done this with local scripts and fundamentally scripted this entirely different, it was beyond too late for it to take not a stupid amount of time to fix it, and I was already, like, out of motivation to work on this. Like, isn't this so cool being so high up? Yes, of course it is. Honestly, maybe I will play as much as, like, I would definitely be more... Oh, and no shift lock either, apparently. And no first person because you're locked in this zoom. Okay, here comes some advanced scripting. It's not that advanced, but you're about to see. You go through this big tunnel. Fade out. Fade to black. It says loading. Ooh. But spoiler, it's not actually loading anything. That's just a cover-up for it teleporting you. Alright, this river thing. Don't jump in the water because it does a ton of damage. I think you have to here, though. Yeah, see? And then you just have to spend forever healing. This part's so slow. Yeah, see the problem? Yeah, now I'm just gonna essentially heal to full. Very annoying. Now remember, the reason we're playing this is because at some point, much later in this, that I probably won't get to before I die or get bored, it does, like, force you in and out of different zooms. The point of forcing you into this zoom is so that you can't, like, zoom way out and see over that ledge, and then you'd see, like, you know, the other area over there, which you're not supposed to be able to see. The little valley, or big valley type thing. So remember, can I jump there? Just go for it. Don't die, please. Thank you. Now I gotta heal. That's gonna take forever. But yeah, this is if I'd have finished this, it would be quite the cool kind of story adventure thing. Because it's like, you'll see how it goes if I get that far, which I probably won't. But tell you what, we will see, like, facilities using that very same tile texture seen in the facilities of SMTOH. So this game was actually quite, maybe not quite, it was somewhat critical to the development of SMTOH. Maybe mostly with the story, I guess, because I took some stuff, pretty much only that tile facility type thing, and, you know, reworked the story into SMTOH. Or that part of the story. This is completely unrelated, essentially, other than eerie facilities like from Portal. I hope I can make that jump. I'm gonna wait, though. I wish not to die. But tell you what it was writing a story. Like I was doing for SMTOH. Or am doing for SMTOH. Even though I will probably need to do a lot of rewriting of elements of the SMTOH story. Like, mainly because it's in terms of getting players to play the different towers, like, it just doesn't seem smart to make it so you have to beat all previous areas to get to a new one. Not with a fan game of the size of SMTOH, anyway. Like, the super fans, like, probably most of you guys watching this right now, where do I go? Did I go the wrong way? I probably did. No, I did, dang it. Okay. Well, we're going back across the river. I was afraid of that. Can I make that? I probably can't. I could with shift lock, maybe. Eyes in the water. It's just not worth it. Got to keep finding things to talk about. Right, okay. It just doesn't seem smart to make it so that, like, you have to beat ring 1 to get to ring 2. Or, like, beat some number of towers. Even if I made the requirements, like, super low. Oh, I didn't. Wow. Even if I make them super low, like, you have to beat, like, 1 tower. It just, I don't want to do it like that. Now, where have we yet figured out where I go? Is it over here? No, I could maybe make it there. I don't recall that being what you're supposed to do. Is it over here with this conveniently placed log? Yeah, so much health that just instantly drains. There's like nothing over here though. What am I doing? I'm supposed to like get up there, am I not? Okay, I died. What was I supposed to do? Okay. Wow. Tell you what. I'm going to add no clip to this game. It'll be the first update since it was last updated. January 11th, 2021. It'll be just to add no clip for... Maybe. Do I want to do that? I don't know. Tell you what, we'll just look at it in studio. That'll be good enough for me. Go in studio and play the other sections. Yeah, I guess we could. I'll show you the other sections. How about that? Window capture, properties, change it to ale. Get it? A lost existence. I'm so funny. Teleport script. There's a teleport script here too. That's crazy. Yeah, everything's like super far apart. Everything's so slow. Don't worry, it gets faster as you hold W for a while. Like, there's no reason that needs to be that far away. Except, yes, it is, so you can't see that, like, over the edge of here. So, what was I supposed to do? Yeah, this is not a very well-made game. I was supposed to go over there. I didn't even see that. Because I went that way. Wow, okay. So it's supposed to go up there and across the cliffs, across here to get over there, go across and through this tunnel, which would take me into this big cave. It's a Flood Escape 2 type deal with rising lava. That's what this part is. Pretty cool. Big beam of light. That's cool. With a rope so you can get in. Using Oozle Draw, every EToH builder his favorite tightrope maker. It's a plugin. Yeah. That takes you to this part. There's like this temple thing. Ooh. And we get like a little branch. There's different places you can go. I forget which one you get teleported like into when you spawn into this area. I want to say it's that one. Then you can go that way, which takes you over there. Or you can go in here. Here comes the crazy scripting part. Actually, you know what's good about this? How badly this is scripted is that I can just use play here to start wherever I want. Wow. Looks like you need a key to get in here. Try looking around. I wonder what it could be. This tunnel, well, actually, this would probably be quite annoying to find. Look, you hit that, it does the loading thing, which is just a cover-up because it's teleporting you. So you don't just see an ugly teleport. Then you go to this other area. Using swings, but I didn't know how rope constraints worked, so they're just super awkward and janky like that. And I think they're so light that you don't even stick to them. Do I have sound on? Yeah, so let me turn that off. Yeah, you like don't stick to them, and you gotta do weird head hitter jumps, and you're locked in this zoom. Now do you see the problem? Scary. There's the key, though. You found the key. Now return to the temple and enter. Oh, I gotta jump across these, and they're already erratically spinning everywhere, and I can't change my zoom to see what is going. Roro would definitely rather play Toog than work on Ring 6. Evidently, yes. Alright, once you get the key, it does let you in here. That's cool. Wow. You go up this way. You can look back out there. Yeah, I also didn't realize max slope angle was a thing until far into the development of this, so I had such barriers as that. But eventually go through here, which takes you to the next area. You, like, break open these crates to, like, get... Well, each of them gives you one of these items. We got... I think that's... ticket? The Last Guardian convention ticket. The Last Guardian is a game that this was heavily inspired by. Not on Roblox. Let's see. Check for 1 billion ticks. Mirror shield from The Last Guardian. Stone. Broken spear. Trico food. Another allusion to The Last Guardian. Then in here, the idea is this lever is broken, so you use the stone to, like, hit it down harder or something. But it like, is broken, because that's not even working anyway. And then, like, this thing falls down, hits this tripwire, and then this thing, like, turns green and starts filling this with, like, toxic gas. So you have to quickly do this, go down here, and then I think it's, like, I think you get through here. You have to get through here in time, and then, like, a door shuts behind you. You go in this room, and you have to do that. Basically give up 2 of your items. You use the different items you got from the crate throughout this part. Then we get the portal illusion. Awesome. And it was at this point in the making of this that I started to... Whoa, this throne room has probably seen better days. That I started to really think about the story and expand upon whatever the heck was going on. There's an exit to the back wall, but we need to activate those 2 lights for it to open. Those are lights, apparently. So the idea is you need to go to these rooms. Ooh, the tiles. The tiles of doom. Hey, that tiled door on the other wall wasn't open before. Let me go check that out. That? Then why is it still closed? What is this throne room? Lights? But this place was built thousands of years ago. The idea here is then... I don't know if this is actually going to work since I don't have the mirror shield, but you're supposed to use the mirror shield to divert the laser into the box. A portal illusion. Or rather, portal 2. Oh. You do not have the mirror shield. How'd you get here without it? An anti-exploit. Darn my incredible bot building skills. Over here, you have to... Another portal illusion. Put the Trico food on the button. The 500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super button. And then I think you gotta, like, run out quickly because that will open that door. Allegedly. There's nothing in there, but there are hungry Tricos, evidently, according to the sign, if that's anything you want to go by. That will open this. Ooh. What is this? There's lava down there, yet somehow... That light fell off the ceiling. What does that label say? EEE light 120 volts. Wow, it's almost like that's going to be important to the story. Yet it actually isn't because this was never finished. Like, I never even went that far into the story. Well, I did, sort of. We can play this part as long as it's not... There's no anti-exploits in the way, which there shouldn't be. Big bridge. Don't worry, you don't walk this whole way, because that would take forever. Huh? What? What was that? Oh boy, camera effects. Just watch. Explosions. Oh no. Run. Oh, and notice the careful timing of that. I mean, yeah, you like run up that one as it falls, but then you're vastly outrunning it. Okay. Wow. Great job, Roro. You sent something in DMs. Okay, I will look at that later. Okay, well, anyways, you go... I want to keep playing this, which I can do in Roblox Studio. Fine. Let's just keep playing it, because this is where the story gets exciting. Which means I need to redo this running part. But hold on. Clock. Lovely. I love clocks so much. You guys sit tight. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I will return shortly. Alright, I'm back. This is absolute cinema. I know. Great. I go away for 1 minute and I lose like 10 viewers. Come back. Not that they can even hear that. No. Okay, we're gonna redo this sequence. Yeah, because I failed it the first time. You kind of need it to do the transition to the next one. I'll make sure I don't have a skill issue this time. What was that? Oh, noes. Run. Oh, boy. Go, 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 go. Let's see. Another fundamental scripting error is that each of those text boxes is done with like a different script, which is like very much not a good way of doing that. Go, go. Oh no, I fell. Cool camera effects though. Roro drinking tea stream. Wow. See, this is the important part too. Yes. Take note of what you're seeing here, for you will see similar things in Citadel of Leon Laboratories. Where am I? Oh my gosh, if I have to deal with that trope one more time. The label on the backlight of the temple said EEE on it, and so does this sign. Facility 43, as in the same number as the Operation Destroy Valley Bridge. Oh yeah, it said that earlier. Weird. By the way, you're forced in first person here. Intercom, welcome, subject number, and then your user ID. Took you long enough to get to that bridge so we could capture you. We need you for our experiment. we're going to glitch. Yeah, sure. But blue text is supposed to be me speaking, by the way. I need to find a way out of this creepy place, and there's ominous music going on right now. That's supposed to open. Is it gonna open? Oh, wait, no, you, like, click. There we go. And there's the button. Ooh. Test 1. Subject agility. Blinking lights. I know some tropes are super stupid, and I hate them every time I hear them or see them. But blinking lights is so good. You're gonna see that so much in COLL. EEE light, 120 volts. Test 2, subject. Oh, looks like the thing broke right there. This test is broken. I can just go through the broken door. Test disabled. You have proven yourself worthy. Subject number, your user ID. We have disabled this test to take you to the experiment. Please use the exit, or please exit the test and use the trapdoor now opening in the ceiling. It opened there. Okay, now how do I get over there? Oh, there. Whee! Remember, you're still locked in first person, but you can jump off this truss. Open this door. Ooh. And then you got this hallway. Oh, this is so good. Most of these doors are locked, hence that happening when you click them. It also has a little clicky sound. Yo, Ring 4. This is a game I made 5 years ago, but take note of what you're seeing, for what you're seeing now will be, or this, I just love this idea of this dark facility, like the idea behind Portal, essentially. And so that was a big inspiration for EToH and the, like, facility things. This is the one door you can open, by the way. And, take note of this. This game, or Citadel of Leon Laboratories, will be heavily inspired by this part of this game, which itself is inspired by Portal and Portal 2. Facility output. What does that say? Tests ready. Entrance test, intercom working. Lighting error detected. Activating backup lights. Test 3 disabled. Test 3 trapdoor exit opened. See how that parallels? By the way, that door's locked. What you just did earlier. Locked. Oh, wait. That one's locked. That one's locked. So good. Okay, and then this is the whole reason I'm playing this, because right here, almost. Hold on. Is this the experiment? I wonder what everyone's trying to do. Maybe I should ask someone. It also changes sound here. Notice the fog end goes away, and it becomes a lot less ominous. You go over here. Excuse me, could you tell me what is happening here? And then here's what this is. Okay. Hi there. This is the EE facility, blah, 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 blah. Let's not read that because, well, frankly, I'd rather not say. Anyways. Ooh, secret message. Right, okay, I remember this. I remember how you're supposed to read that. You should make a channel called Roro Studios VODs where it's just past live streams. Why did that not work? Well, I mean, I guess, but what's even the point? Because they're already on YouTube. And they're just they're not unlisted. Right, you're locked in first person, but you can do that and read that. Want to know a funny story? Just before I implemented the song playing right now into the game, I play tested to make sure it was really what I wanted. At the exact moment I hit play, someone else in my house started playing the piano. They were playing like a happy tune, exactly the opposite of the song. I had listened to the song for a few minutes before, so there was a full 5 seconds of pure confusion. XDDDDDDDDDDD. Roro, will we get Citadel of Roro your boat? Maybe. Right, okay. So then you do this part. This is the big story thing. This is not stuff that will be happening, or the story part that is revealed here. By the way, this thing plays music, and on the bottom, it's supposed to say, Hold on. Boxed Cars Radios LLC. Now I remember why. Okay, it's playing a Kevin MacLeod song called Waterford. No, wait. It's a different song by him. But it's the song that plays in the Boxed Cars shop in Lumber Tycoon 2. At least it used to play that until the audio update. So that was an allusion to that. The shape of this thing / appearance of it is an allusion to Portal. There are a ton of obscure allusions in this game. But anyway, you do the story thing there, which we won't be doing. You go this way, and then there's this guy. Why is he headless? You'd think he'd have the generic rich person avatar with the headless head, and they all look like identical. He gives you more information about the story. I believe there's a secret message around here somewhere. Maybe not. I think it's in the next area. And then the idea is you're supposed to go to sleep. During that, you go over here, and there's a dream sequence. It probably has different lighting effects, but just go with it for now. Hiya, I'm SharkNoob2001, the developer of this game. The idea is you're in a dream right now. And yes, Shark God 12616 is named after me. That was the other guy in there. The other people were actual users. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi and thank you for playing. I really do appreciate it. Also, I'll make this dream have a little obby in it for ya to make it more interesting. And if you look in the distance, you can see the other environments of this obby. That's totally not just because I was too lazy to add a wall of some sort. Yeah, long sequences of waiting for text is pretty bad game design of this. Nobody likes that. Oh well. So we got kind of generic mega fun obby type obby here. Anyways, wake up a nader 999999. Get it? You go in here and then you awaken. The creator of Lumber Tycoon 2 must be a Valve employee because clearly he doesn't know how to count to 3. I get it. Good morning, Shiny Thezeron. Where do I escape this facility? Yes. Adonde Voy. Okay, the exit door in the hallway The exit is in the door of the hallway connected to this room. It's the door that is slightly miscolored. It's locked, but if you spam click it enough, it'll open. But don't spam click it too fast, because it'll break. Because I don't know how to code it. Once you flee the facility, you'll be in the mountains. I've placed signs marking the path you should take. Now, I can't come with you because I need to be here for anyone new that comes, but I wish you the best of luck. I understand. Thank you so much for helping me. No problem. See ya. Okay, so the reason I don't want to exactly explain what the story is because it's, like, awful. Not badly written, but, like, you could maybe draw some unintentional similarities to historical events that would definitely get me demonetized. Let's leave it at that. Anyways, there's like a secret message here. Yes. What does that say? I think I'm gonna have to go like this to see it. Okay, maybe they are... What? Okay. Roro Studios is my history teacher. Yeah, let's go with that. Right, so this is a miscolored door, hence that's slightly brighter. Spam click it, hope it doesn't break. There we go. And you go through this ominous hallway. EEE facility number 43. There's supposed to be max slope angle. I think at some point I realized... Yeah, okay. So remember when there was that invisible barrier preventing you from doing that earlier? I think by this point in making the game, I'd realized... I'll just do max slope angle. I'll figure that out once I build the whole obby, which never happened. So, yeah. I'll just do the intended route, even though you can easily cheese everything for now. Bro, what? Did you say that after I said why I didn't want to explain the story? Or that part of it, rather. Hence, unintentional. Do I need to address the allegations again? I definitely need to address the allegations again. Uh-oh. We might have a little situation. Anyways, this eerie black water is toxic, as I'm sure you figured out from the river earlier. What could the story possibly be? Maybe it's a stretch, or maybe I'm coping to say it's similar. I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. Now I'm going all defensive. I'm sorry. Anyways, the right tunnel is the one you want to take. What does that say? Warning, very high voltage, keep off. You will die if you walk into that, so don't do that. I forget what happens if you go that way. I think nothing. Uh-oh, I went too close to this anyway. You're supposed to go here? Oh, it's the guy from earlier. It's supposed to show you a bunch of images in a sequence like that, but it, like, doesn't work. I don't know why. This game feels longer than Tower of the Umbrella, the user. Oh, I didn't read that. My only choice is to take the other tunnel. It's obviously a trap, but it's all I can do. Wow, great story writing. So you go this way. Loading, loading, loading. Flood Escape 2 lava. It's like a lava river. That's pretty cool. Also different color slate. And another one of them bridge things. We've definitely veered very far away from the Ring 6 development the stream was supposed to be, but you know what? Whatever. Okay, so it's more obbying. And another facility up there. Quite cool. Yeah, you go up this support thing. I remember a bit before I started, or before I posted my first YouTube video, I recorded a sort of practice video where I did Tower of Stress for the first time. Because that was my skill level, and I rage quit at one point in the recording process of that, and then came and worked on this part of the game for a brief period of time, like, I don't know, an hour. And then I tried it again, and I beat the tower that time. Why do I remember that? Why does it matter? I don't know, and it doesn't. Play the game for yourself to find out. Oh, wait, this is private. Yes, it's private endlessly. It's never going to be released. Maybe. Okay, go up on top of this rock, and then you can enter here. Facility number 52 or 62. I can't quite tell. It's kind of far away. 62, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, you just click it to open. There we go. Hey, if I get a speed and jump boost off that computer, maybe I can jump across the gap on the bridge. Speed and jump boost giver. Player who clicked dot character, yeah. Press button to be given jump powers, or given powers. Can you go through here? Nothing. Okay. No way you could make that. Maybe you could. Okay, yeah, you can make that. Go, 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 go. Aw, the effects of the speed and jump boost were off. At least I managed to get across. I think you jump here, if I recall correctly. Oh boy. Oh boy, everything's falling apart. That's a cool effect. I do like that. Just everything you thought you knew is falling apart. Sounds like my life. I'm just kidding. But wasn't that a cool effect? Everything unanchors slowly. It's that guy. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Hello, Sharkney 2001. Subject, bleh. You walked right into that. Uh-oh. Why can't I move? Who are you? Hello? Now I'm trapped in here. Hopefully he doesn't say anything that'll get me demonetized. Now we're... You know what? Just... What does it say? You were trying to escape, so I brought you to this older facility of ours. Do I quit while I... We can't... We can't have you leaking the EEE's plans, so just enjoy your time here while it lasts, haha. Maybe I ought to stop there before that gets any worse. Oh gosh, let me guess. OMG, real question mark, question mark, question mark. It's not the question mark from SMToH. It's completely different. So it is not the real question mark. Is he done yapping? Yes. Okay. Well, I can scoot around on here and then hit that button that looks like the Flood Escape 1 buttons, doesn't it? Exit. What in the world? This isn't an exit. Just rocks. He said he took me down to this older facility. Is it underground? I think they had this facility above ground at one point, but then they moved it underground. If they still had intentions of using it, it may be connected to a newer facility. I think I gotta go up. Wow, crazy. Crazy that all of my own speculations and guesses are exactly what are needed. This game feels like something you would find in the base plate Project Desert Plate, which is an area with towers meant to waste your time. Remember, you have to do this all without dying because it's broken and the checkpoint, I never made the checkpoints work. Notice, if future you tries to stop you, don't listen. Well, that's just great. The facility is flooding with lava. By the way, that sign is a reference to Portal 2, as is this whole thing of older facility that looks different. Oh, okay. Yeah, that rising lava part is, like, stupidly hard. See how annoying it is that everything's so far apart? And at this point, we were, like, super far out from the origin point, which was over by the valley where we started. See how we're 17,000 studs out? At some point, we would reach the floating point zone of things start breaking. It's fine here, but you got this big flood escape sequence all the way up to, I think it ends here? Yeah, it ends here. Let me just start... or, what? Where do you go? You, like, keep something. Yeah, right. Okay, this door opens, and you're back into these type facilities. You go through here, you go up this big tower sequence. Ooh, you can tell I started playing EToH by this point, then known as JToH. This game is punishing in a cruel way. Tower of Cruel Punishment. I believe you just go up that whole way. There's no, like, stops. Oh, by the way, this part's funny. Elevator to surface. Currently out of service. We're sorry. Lol, no, we aren't. And I didn't even fix the Z finding. Ugh. You go in here. And then at this point, because this big section is quite long. Wait, did I... No, there, you do go through. Hold on. There was this part. I forgot this existed. You go through here. Miss life on the surface? Just chill in this room and remember your fun times. You got this part. There would be lava down there if the rising lava sequence ain't completed. Eventually, you make it in here. By the way, underrated concept. You're in an underground facility, and then you, like, go into a cave to which it's connected. Outside this developed, you know, facility. You're just in any old cave system. Anyways. You go back into this big room, and then up here, we got this. Now, because at this point, this has been quite the long sequence of things, it then takes you to, it's not like a tunnel to teleport you to the next one like it has been all the other times, or like a sort of transition. It just, like, suddenly does that here. Which, of course, is an allusion to Portal. Because this is set up exactly like a room in Portal, where it suddenly, like, reloads the game to load more stuff. So that was an allusion to that. And then you go... I don't think there's anything around here. No. You don't go that way. You go through here, in this cave sequence. And then this part's cool. We'll play this part. Whoa, is this a house? Definitely not a normal house, for sure. I think I need to go past these walls. Maybe there are buttons around here. They're EToH buttons, hence the studs, and you will see the buttons themselves are the EToH buttons too. Right. Also, the idea of bottomless pits is so cool. And that's also seen in Citadel of Leon Laboratories with platforms rising from the abyss. Okay, so yes, indeed this is a house. Jurassic Shark, that's the origin of that decal. And look, a button. It doesn't press the same way, because I couldn't figure out how to make it do that. And apparently there's nothing in that closet. And these entire rooms are unanchored, so you can, like, push them, and they swing everywhere. Because by this point, I'd figured out how to use rope constraints, because I'd done some tower building with the tower kit at that point. I think the ropes... Or I don't know. It might just... Wait, I think those are rope constraints. Never mind. I was going to say I thought those were just regular parts, and then it was an invisible rope constraint. But no. There's one door in... Or one button in each of these rooms. This is the kitchen. Nice. And when it's swinging erratically, it's annoying to climb up it. Did you get flung on the head hitter? Or over the span of 2 days, I failed EToH outside 16 times. Did you get flung on the head hitter? Yes. I remember getting flung on the head hitter on the tower rush. Was it once or twice? I don't remember. I think... What? I think it was once. Yeah, it took me 3 attempts to do it. The tower rush. Or 3 real attempts. One of them I died on the Impossible Expectations outside. The other on the Tower of True Skill outside. And lost everything. But the third time was a success. Why is that... Oh, I thought that was Can Glide Falls. It's not. But swingy table. Ooh, nice. This is the living room. That's the TV. That is a flood escape map I made, which you can actually play in the, I think, I don't know, unless it was updated somehow, in the community maps place. It's called Ice Age. And that was like the little screenshot thumbnail thing I made for it. Now, this house is obviously quite unsafe, because it's just a bottomless pit. You're gonna let me here? Thank you. And I think, yeah, this is a tiny button in the sink. Then that opens up all the thingies, all them stud walls. And also the lighting is super weird and inconsistent, because shadows don't really work in giant spaces. You can see, why is it broad daylight, but now it's not, because shadows trying to not be weird, or trying not to be laggy. Do ledge grab and turn the shift all the way back into standing on. Oh yeah, also there's the shower. You just stand in that glass box and turn on the water, and then the drain, it just drains into the abyss. Quite the concept for a shower, huh? Okay, then you make this super long walk that I don't feel like doing, because this is excellent game design. Oh yeah, and then there's this part. Wait, hold on. I guess you just have to jump down there, and I think this, like, ceiling opens. You meet this guy again. This, the epic duck is coming. You can only click and add once builder. Those are all the scrolling news headline things from Welcome to Bloxburg, or at least what they were at that time, all in one thing. He gives you some more information on the story. I don't think it's anything that would demonetize me. Actually, even the other part wouldn't, but if you drew the right connection. Unintentional, it might. This game feels like doing nothing but teleporting bread for 3 days straight. It really is. Then we have an allusion to Portal, as you can see. You go along this conveyor and into a fire pit, but then you escape by going on this conveniently placed line of parkour. Those doors lead nowhere. Back up here, and you got more doors to figure out which one is the right one. Wow, it's the one at the end of the hall. Who could have guessed that? This part's fun. Let's play that. Open door, and climb up this super tall ladder. Target 2001. Is this intercom working? Oh, there we go. I know this part is boring, but you can make it go faster if you hold space on the ladder. Speed climbing FE2 style. Why is that S capitalized? See, I'm canonically part of the story. Isn't that crazy? Door. To the light. You finally get out of that super big facility. Wow, this is one thick forest. Huh. Okay, that's all I had to say. A keypad, interesting. Maybe the code is hidden around here somewhere. Wow, I wonder why I said that. Probably because it's hidden around here somewhere. That says the code is a reference to the movie Inception, so that's a quick way to find it if you don't want to look for the code. Haha. This is like a giant area. Well, you can see the edge over there. It's in the corner over there somewhere, a little piece of paper that tells you the code is the number. Well, it just tells you the number, but the allusion to the movie Inception is at one point they say, name the first 6 numbers that come to mind, and those numbers are 5, 2, 8, 4, 9, 1. Don't ask why I know that. Extremely dead chat. Yes, can we revive the Chateo Muerto, please? Lava cave. More obbies. And now I see the light. I think this time you actually do escape, finally. All the way to the surface. And you can see the sky. Whoa. I think I gotta climb up this tower. EToH illusion. Sort of. See, that's like a giant tower, like way, way larger than... Wait, what's with the purple? What? Who knows? Anyways. Yes, this part. Here we go. By the way, the little piece of paper, like I said, I think it's around here somewhere. There it is. It says the code there, 528491. Forest. Oh yeah, presumably that's the top of the forest. And here's this big tower. But then you go outside, meet myself, who says, I don't feel like building that. And also you should be glad that I was too lazy to build all that gameplay. Or too lazy. Yeah, so lazy I didn't build all that gameplay. Because then you'd end up falling and lose a ton of progress all at once. This ain't EToH, you know, I think is what it says. But yeah, then you go through here. Voice crack. And then... that, I believe, takes you underground once again. Dang. Now, what does that say? You can't even read that. Wow, okay. And then you got this cool part. A big block of light, presumably lighting up this whole thing. And definitely not that cast shadow is false on that. Long sequence of gameplay. Falling is failing. And then... we're almost at the end, by the way. Eventually, you escape somehow. Is it this? No. No, I think you jump down there. Okay, I gotta figure out where the exit is. It's over here, I guess. Surely that's what this is. Nope, it's just a safety netted room. Okay. Some more investigation is needed. Okay, well, you start by going down that way, across here. That way, up this way, go that way, down, up, go that way, up here, across there. Now you get to here, you're on here, go up here, this way, and there's the exit. We found it, guys. Which takes you to the final area I ever built, which was this one. What is this supposed to be? Dynamite Cave. You just get teleported here, and then you just get stuck forever. That's how the game ends. Yeah, I don't remember what the idea here was going to be. It was, I don't know. I guess you explode it, and then you destroy the whole cave, then you escape or something. Yeah, but that's it. That's a lost existence. All of that was Ring 6 development shortly. Because I needed to play, indeed, the entire game to find out how I made the forced camera zoom thing work over... Where is it? Here. I think it's that you hit this part. Message handler. Message script. Change sounds. How did I do that? Or was it? It might have been. What? Talk hitbox. But that's not where it is. That's not where it forces you out of first person. We're figuring this out. I gotta figure out how the heck I did this. Is it not message script? It's not. It just puts that in your player GUI. Oh wait, player.camera max zoom distance. Okay, so that hour-long excursion of playing this game was all to... Wait for it. Hold on. Wait for it. Discover that players has camera max zoom distance. Now I have to remember why I was even looking for that. All right. I was going to make it so that if you're on mobile and you zoom into first person, it will put a dot in the center of your screen. So that would be like the mouse cursor, so you can do tight ropes. Okay, so does it say how much I'm zoomed out, or does it just... No, the thing where it forces you out of first person is it edits both camera max zoom. It's not changing a property that is how much you're zoomed in, so that doesn't even help. But it was still fun nonetheless, and definitely worth my time, non-sarcastically, to play A Lost Existence, as I only briefly talked about it like once, ever, in a video that was like seen by about 1,000 people only. Or no, the 8 years on Roblox video, for whatever reason, the YouTube algorithm had like a stroke and like suddenly started like the view graph looked a bit like going slowly up, and then like jumped up for like a few hours and then plateaued again. Why? I don't know, but it did that. So that video I think actually got like 4,000 views, which was a lot for that time. Roro, did you use my ring select? I'm the guy from Discord. Not yet, because I haven't gotten the ring select working. The lobby builders did build a ring select. I just need to code it to work, which is going to be something I do at some point. Okay. So, playing ALE, A Lost Existence, was ultimately in vain, but not actually because it was fun. When all along I could have just typed into Google how to see if a player is in first person in Roblox. To detect if a player is in first person in Roblox, you can check the camera.camera mode property or the distance between the camera and the player's head. When the player is in first person, the camera mode is set to enum.camera mode.lock first person. Alternatively, you can calculate the distance between the camera's position and the player's head. If the distance is less than a certain threshold, e.g. one stud, the player is likely in first person. That is according to the stupid AI result. That's probably wrong. Actually, sometimes it's right. It's not just UI. Oh. Yeah, I forgot about that. It was just ring 5, though, right? I think it was. You mean you're telling me having to watch that sensory deprivation chamber for 1 hour was for nothing? Was it really an hour? It probably was. It felt like an hour. No, because it was fun, and you got to see when I that early Roblox project and how far we've come, and how I'm going to reuse that same facility type deal in Citadel of Leon Laboratories, and as the SMTOH story continues, and it's gonna be great. You did it, TOBFO 1969. You got sub 20. Nice. I don't know if that's ever been done. Something I do want to do also is like leaderboards of how fast people have beaten a given tower. I don't know if there's really I don't know if there's a way to like mass check all like everyone's profile for say like it is saving everyone's best win time, all their win times in fact. The thing is, I don't know if there's an easy way to check everyone's best win time ever and then figure out which one's the shortest. Like, unless I, from the beginning, saved it to a separate data store or something. There probably is. I don't know. Roro, I'm a scripter if you have any questions. Is there a way to do that? Take everyone's... I'm using profile service for the save data. Take everyone's win times of a tower and like put it into a big pot and then see which of anyone's win times is the fastest, so as to make a leaderboard. Then I could do that for each tower. Ordered data store. Would that be under the category of things I'd need to do from the beginning? Not if you haven't already been tracking it. You'd have to start tracking data after. Oh. Oh, well. That's okay. I mean, that's pretty much inevitable that's going to happen. Something I didn't think of. Okay, now how would I basically do ordered data store with profile service? Does that work? Is there a way to do that? Are you familiar enough with profile service? There probably is. However, you could self-add data if somebody sends you a video of recording. That's true. But also speedrun leaderboards aren't like... I mean, it's okay if I only start tracking those after a certain point. I'd be okay with that. It wouldn't be like tracking all the tower stats after a certain point. And needing a permanent footnote like in EToH, which is something I wish to avoid. Especially because, say I add that with the Ring 7 release, which probably is a good thing to include in the Ring 7 release, and we're starting to get to so many things I've said will come in the Ring 7 release that I should start making a list. It would only mean Rings 5 and 6 have the slightly, only tracking since this point thing, which I probably just won't even write down, because no one's really tried speedrunning any towers except, like, they've done a couple of them. But, not super competitively. There's been speedruns of this one and that one, to my knowledge. Probably a couple of the other easies. Like, okay, now there is one. People speedran TOBC2. They did, like, crazy lag high jump skips, and they beat it in, like, 20 seconds, I think, or, like, 30. Which normally it would take, like, 2 minutes at least. So that's pretty cool. Where was I? Okay. So all that sensory deprivation. What was it all for? It was for nothing because we're just gonna... I don't want to do more scripting. I've been doing this for so long. Hold on. The stream has been over 2 hours now. So... I think I should at least get working the thing I did all the sensory deprivation chamber for. So read the stupid AI Google result again. What was it? Apparently, there's a camera mode called lock in first person if you are indeed in first person. So if I go like this, somehow zoom in, or somehow click over there. There we go. Yeah, if I click players, Sharkname 2001, camera mode is not lock first person. Google AI lied to me. If I said that's a classic, then wow, what a scam. I could try the check if the camera is in a certain distance. I guess it's also possible it only changes the camera mode on the server. But we can try it, I guess. We switch over to server, player, Sharp 2001. Nope. Still says that. I've been lied to. So maybe we should just try something else. We'll worry about the mobile quality of life update later. So, yep, turns out all that sensory deprivation was for nothing. I mean, it's surprisingly few things I need to do, actually. So I shouldn't have to take forever to finish Ring 6 and get it released. If I really committed to it, I definitely could get it done by the end of August. But then we also got to consider editing the whole video. I don't expect it to be as long as the Ring 5 devlog, which was nearly an hour. This one will probably be about 30 minutes. Then again, I have been known to make predictions of video lengths that are wildly inaccurate, so who knows. You're looking for more basic people to help. Not particularly right now. I mean, if you're interested in doing lobby building, but then again, there are already like 15 people in the lobby builders. Take your time. Yeah. Okay. Like, the rest of the stuff on here is like either Ring 6, which I don't want to do, like specifically Ring 6, that stuff that I don't want to show in the stream, because I want to reveal it in the premiere of the video. Or it's a quality of life update that I don't really know how to do, and it's going to require a lot of research, stuff that would be extremely boring on stream. So what did we get done today? We got started on the global win messages. In 2 hours, that's all we did. Mainly because about an hour of those 2 hours was playing a Lost Existence. So there's not even a reason to really, I don't need to publish this new place version, so what should we do? I got plenty of time to stream still, as I think. I don't really want to do Tower of the Planets run. We'll do some Tower of Astral Eclipse. Let's do that. EToH, joining now. Haven't played it in like 2 weeks, so this might be a horrific disaster. Where are we looking? Arts and creations. Sorry, I forgot. What am I looking for? Yummy. Good obby creator build. There we go. Okay. Good ring select RNG. 24 is something. Alright. Tower of Astral Eclipse. Here I come. This is probably going to be pretty bad. You have to beat TOBC. You have to beat TOBC. You have to beat TOBC. 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 Which one? There are 2 of them. Unless you mean this game. What's your opinion on the Schlepp situation? No idea what that even means. Frankly, I don't even know what Schlepp means. If I were to guess, it's probably some person in the EToH community that has been accused of something. If I were to guess, it's probably what I like to refer to as, I'll bet you can't guess what. Something that I might see in my recommended videos along the lines of the Schlepp situation is crazy with their avatar and red text saying he's done, it's over, etc. Although that certainly has been exhausted, so that's only going to be done ironically, I hope. And I'll be sure not to watch those videos because, quite frankly, I don't care. And I don't even know who that is. Schlepp is an entire Roblox theme. Let's not start with it. What do you mean theme? But also, let's not start with it. If it's any drama of which I don't care. Bro. Do Tower of Perplexity tabulation as your first extreme. Roblox is now banned in like 4 countries. What we can say is about EToH getting into the Roblox Innovation Awards. Yes. It's kind of crazy how the nominees for like the 20 categories, so there's 4 nominees per category. Or no, what is it? Yeah, it's like, no. Sorry, there's, I think it's like 5 big categories and then like 5 subcategories of each with 4 nominees each, which would mean 5 times 5 is 125, times 4 would be 500. So you'd think that would mean there were like 500 games. But no, it's like maybe 100 games, because like the same like 10 of them are used in like 60 of the different things. Well, wait, hold on. 125? Yeah. The same like 10 games are seen across like at least half the questions. If my exaggerated numbers aren't too exaggerated or under-exaggerated. Also, can I please stop having a skill issue? This is what playing a Lost Existence does to your obby skills, evidently. Right, okay, so Roblox being banned in 6 countries. Yeah, so I've heard. Bro, are you serious? Bro. Again, this is what playing a Lost Existence does to your obby skills. Which is why it will never see the light of being set to public. Ever. But its legacy will be seen in SMToH. At least part of it. The antecedent of it being a Lost Existence. Wow, this is going so bad. I can't even believe it. I haven't even got past Flood 1. What is your reaction to Totality's Shoreline from EToH OST? Isn't that the Zone 10 song? I should have composed it. Oh, also, you know what this stream is still titled? The Wrong Thing. But this isn't going very well, so... Okay. Title is now Grinding Tower of Astral Eclipse Live. Description, it has been updated. Thumbnail will need updating too. Go find the file. Where is it? Struggling to find it. Hold on. Found it. Okay, you'll have to refresh the stream to see those changes, but yeah. That thing got released to the public people, it would use it as an interrogation method. 99% chance that Cyber Vortex composes the Purgatorio OST. Remember when I was considering pinging him on Discord and asking, can I arrange Skyward Archipelago, the Ring 1 song, for Jazz Band? I still want to do that. Like, we definitely. That'd be so much fun to get the jazz band at school, which I am in, to play the Skyward Archipelago arranged by me. But see, I gotta carefully plan how I'm gonna ask that. He has his DMs off. I mean, last I checked, which was months ago, theoretically he could have changed it. I don't know. What's the best way? See, pretty much if his DMs are still off, which is probably the case, then that kind of leaves my only option as pinging him in, like, general of the EToH server. And back before I had the content creator role, I don't know how a high-ranking person like him would respond to such a pleb as myself with no ranks except verified, pinging someone, having the audacity to ping a high role with no role myself. Is that how that works? I don't know. Frankly, I don't even know how, like, when Juke was the owner, did she get pung, like, 9,000 times a day? Because plebs would do that all the time? Ah! Like, is there some way to, like, stop that from happening? Like, prevent people from pinging a specific user? I know you can have that be the case for a role, such as server owner, but you can't stop people from pinging the user. I said that in about as many words as I possibly could. Let me cut down the word count. Okay, my shortened version of what I just said. Given how many people are in the EToH server, I would think this is already gonna be super long. I'm sorry. Given how many people are in the EToH server, I would think that when Juke was the owner, she would get a zillion pings a day because she was the owner, and it's fun to ping the server owner. I guess. So that would lead me to believe that the EToH server is not the only server whose server owner doesn't want to be pinged constantly. So that would lead me to draw the conclusion that there's something that prevents that problem. Perhaps that you can prevent a user from being pinged. Like, because it seems not likely that I'd just be able to ping the server owner of a huge server on a whim. Right? This is going so bad. Like, are you seeing this? I'm hopelessly loop failing this. You know what? Maybe it doesn't matter. So I guess, point is, I probably can ping Cyber Vortex. But, like, in general, writing a well-written email type message of why I want to compose or arrange Skyward Archipelago for Jazz Band, that would just come off as cringe, I feel like. Particularly to the other people in general right then. I do have a bit of credibility having the content creator role. So maybe that would partially solve that, but hopefully it would completely solve the problem of high rank person getting pinged by a pleb, because I'm not a pleb because I have the content creator role. I need to do an easier tower than this. Or maybe just be done streaming because it's been 2 hours. But, like, you don't get to be I don't get the whole house to myself every day, you know, to stream without so much background noise. But this is going horrifically, so. Tell you what, I'm going to change the title and thumbnail again to Playing Viewer-Suggested EToH Towers Live. Oh, wait, we could do Citadel of Quadrilaterals. No. So, yeah, as I change the title to that, you guys suggest an EToH tower for me to play. And then I'll play it. We don't talk about the creator of that Citadel. That's usually not a good thing to hear. I don't know. It seems a bit odd to me that, hold on. 1 second. Updating the thumbnail. There we go. Played Tabka in... Can we not do a soul crushing? Because this soul crushing is going terribly. Tower of Generation failure. How about no? Coact. You know what? Let me take a look at my options. And you guys can take a look as well. Do like... I don't know, intense or... No, challenging or below. Here are the challengings I've beaten. Tower of Great Overcoming. Intense. Okay, where's Togo? There it is. That's the Ring 9 logo, I think. Or emblem. Tower of Great Overcomings. The creator of Citadel of Quadrilaterals tried to submit a really, really inappropriate tower to EToH. Of course. Why wouldn't such dubious shenanigans be attempted? Okay, yeah, we'll do Togo. Quick teleport. Ring 9. Tower of 1-9 is a good intense. I've beaten it before, though. What is this all about drama all of a sudden? Man, why is the sun setting? Gotta turn on some lights in here. Whoops, I ran into a music stand. Can we have a chill live stream for once? Okay, no more discussion of drama. Because I don't even know what most of it is. And I don't want to know. Let's talk about Togo. And also that I didn't realize they had the Roblox logo there. And a bunch of symbolic representations of this game. That's pretty cool. Togo is literally a revamp of Tower of Short Overcomings from Purist Towers of Heck. Okay. I don't know what to do with that information. Okay, right. I don't know where any of the towers are located. Because I can't figure that out. Is that ring 5? Well, obviously it is. Because it... Okay, but like, where are the towers? How do I... Aren't there some in here? Okay, it's a cool lobby, but where are the towers? It's the library with the pink glow. Sky lobby. What, is it down here? Library. Psychologically unsafe towers. Oh, there we go. Tower of Great Overcomings. I believe this is the easiest tower in this area. One. Floor 1 is maybe what that means. I don't think I can climb up. Can I? I think I can. Yeah, that is what I do, I guess. What? Is that just a soft lock? No, I can get back up. Even though I should maybe just reset, but eh. Any chance I beat this in under 20 minutes? You know what? Tell you what. Do I beat this in under 20 min? Yes. No. Place your predictions now. I know I've wasted 45 seconds already, but theoretically if I don't have a skill issue, that shouldn't really matter. And I could just reset, but eh. Hold on, I don't think I'm actually supposed to do that. I think I'm supposed to jump to it when the platform's at the bottom. Okay, time to focus up. Much better than with Tower of Astral Eclipse a few minutes ago. What was that rap, bro? See, floor 2 already. I'm already on good pace. Except that the... What? How am I supposed to jump all the way over there? That's not even that hard. Okay, never mind. Hi, Roro. Thank you on acting on the DM. Is that sarcasm? I don't know. I don't see any new DMs, but it is entirely possible that I, like, okay, sometimes I will, like, check Discord on my phone, and then it'll be, like, a DM for me to, like, do something that I don't, like, that I can't do from my phone, but then it's no longer on, like, the list of pings, so then I just forget. So you can just ping, or, like, DM me again. I don't mind. Now, what? There we go. One spill, or oil, one spill, I can't read. Oil spill, please avoid. Topped from EToH is best first extreme. I wonder if those are insta-kills. They probably aren't, but I don't know. Ooh, now I'm inside here. Whoa, okay, that does a lot of damage. That does a lot of damage when I stand right under the... And I can't jump, really? Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Yeah, this is all no jump. Oh, boy. Only issue is it's really not extreme. Do you have personal servers? No, and I don't know. The other thing wasn't a question. Because hence the and that I didn't answer. Why do I feel I need to follow that up with something I don't know? Now, what is this? Oh, there we go. Whee! Probably have to do that sequence again, minus the button, if I fall. So, would be quite the time loss if I want to beat this in under 20 minutes. So far, I'm on pace to beat it in under 20 minutes. And most of you guys are believers. Okay. Okay, I didn't see that. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. And I can't cheese that either. Oh, boy. Okay. See, this is what we want to avoid. But I already got the button, so. Could be worse. That seemed like an awkward jump onto that slanty ledge thing. There was a trust there. Well, I didn't trust that there was a trust there. How am I supposed... Are you kidding me? There's no way I jumped to that. What? That can't be right. That's, like, impossible to jump to that. That was intended? I thought you were talking about that truss on the edge. Okay. Excellent time loss. Ew, it just got even better. Yay! Okay, so I am supposed to jump down there. Oh. Okay, that didn't seem... That wasn't immediately obvious that was possible. Okay. Okay, as long as I don't get to a pace of... Or wait. Having completed 3 floors in under 6 minutes, I am on pace. Uncomfortably short on... Really? Okay, it's... Oh, boy. Yeah, we're falling behind pace now. Remember, I gotta do each floor in 2 minutes or less to do... Well, less than 2 minutes on average to get a time under 20 minutes. And I've already wasted a ton of it by being stupid, so... It's not looking good, but definitely still recoverable. Okay, so let me relocate to that spinner, or blade of the spinner. I don't know. Okay. What ring is this? That is ring 9. What is my hardest Tower of Thinning Layers? Hopefully soon to be replaced by Tower of Astral Eclipse. And Tower of the Planets, because they're exactly the same difficulty. Huh. Hold on. The fact that this is only using like half the frame seems like that means there's a side B or something, which if there is, then uh-oh, for my hopes and dreams of beating it in under 20 minutes. Minecart. Yes. Huh? Oh, wow, okay. I just randomly decided to jump. That was kind of a miracle that I did that. Can I make that? Barely. There's no side B. I thought there's like an inside part or something where it's like lava on the bottom or something. Maybe I'm imagining that, or maybe that's not actually a side B. The point is I don't like redo every floor again, so that's I guess what I wanted to hear. Physics much? Did you see that? There were like vertical seams in that wall. It was being glitchy. Net? Yes, looks like it. Floor 6, or I've beaten 5 floors in under 10 minutes, so we're back on pace. I never really was behind it. I was like a few seconds behind pace. The third of 4 times I got to floor 4. Never mind. Too much math. Okay, dynamite. Let's go do exploding. Oh wait, that looks like something that's explodable. Is this what I thought? I don't know. It's not lava cave or anything. Need a button. Button. Nice. What? Do I jump to that? No way. Would you ever play Tower Creator on stream? Sometimes I do the requested towers recording on stream. How do I get to that? That can't be right. I'm gonna need some help. Jump to that? Is it like a... Oh, maybe it is. Is it like an invisible truss attached to it? It must be. Jump to the dangly thingy. Okay. Yeah, it is a truss attached to it. Notice, lanterns are can collide false. Nice. I get indication of what's can collide false and not. Okay, right. Just forget what it just said. Bad indication. Not on this tower. A recent experience with poor indication on Tower of Astral Fusion, which I recorded a video and will hopefully get out. It's looking unlikely I finish it by tonight to get out tomorrow. Probably like Monday or something. I'll post it. But yeah, it's a descending tower where each floor has a teleporter at the bottom. But of course they don't say that, so I just have to think it's unnetted, like that falling sends you all the way back to the beginning the whole time. Okay, that's gonna be RNG. Can I... Does it spawn more? No, I think it... Okay, yeah, I see what's going on. Okay, yeah, it spawns a new one when the other one gets destroyed, because it's the same push box, just respawning a bunch of times, not like being spawned at certain intervals. Floor 8 in much less than 16 minutes, so the believers are surely happy about that. Tower of Mean Tasks knockoff. Is that Tower of Mean Tasks super long? Should play it. I like long towers for some reason. Well, it's because they tend to make good videos. Okay. Of course they're not just going to tell me that's Can Collide False. They said the signs were Can Collide False. No way they'd tell me that was Can Collide False. Or they said that... Why is it doing that? Why are these, like, erratically spinning everywhere? No, 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 no. Okay. Just go for it. There we go. What was I saying? Okay, something about long towers make for good videos generally. Right, this tower, there's not anything super notable about it. Like, okay. Videos that are just called completing tower of blank, like, never do well. And honestly, there's nothing too notable about this tower worth making a video about, if that makes sense. Like, not in the same way that, like, I could do with Tower of Guided Trials. Like, watch me rage at Tower of Guided Trials for 2 hours. That was the title of that video, and it was 2 parts. So, like, I need an interesting title like that, which is pretty much impossible to really come up with. Now, how do I do this? There we go. For, like, a tower like this. Now, Tower of Astral Fusion, like I said, I recorded that in it was, like, last week. I think Thursday. Or no, it was Wednesday. That video is going to be titled "Can I beat a remorseless tower in 1 attempt?" Is the title of that. But, like, on its own, there's probably nothing that would make for a good title. Like, if it was, like, just as, you know, like, it has to be some additional twist, essentially, most of the time. For, like, most towers in this game, if I were to make a video of just completing them, it would have to be with some sort of twist, like, can I beat a remorseless tower in 1 attempt? Because that's kind of the only way to make just any random tower interesting. I mean, that's not to say Tower of Astral Fusion is any random tower. But, like, it also kind of is, you know? Like, people, that's a good tower. Like, a lot of people like that, and it's well known enough such that when I walked up to it after arbitrarily choosing a remorseless tower in Zone 6, I recognized the name. Unlike with this tower, where I vaguely recall Tower of Great Overcomings, and I vaguely recall having seen one video of it that was not, I will add, about Tower of Guided Overcomings, yeah. But rather a release video of Ring 9 when they released Ring 9 a long time ago. Whoa, 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 slow down there, buddy. Alright, floor 10 in, or well, 9 floors completed in under 18 minutes. But more importantly, I have 5 minutes to beat the last floor. And the final outside that there probably is. Is there a final outside? Ring 9 release feels like yesterday. Yeah, when was it? It was like in 2022 or maybe 2021. I don't really remember. And Forgore, can I have a refresher? Huh? What? What? Can I also ask, why do I need the minecart for that? Because I would just jump on the track, but it's probably like Can Collide False to players or something. It's do not collide with players, if I were to guess. Yeah, look at that. Glad I didn't learn that the hard way. But I learned that the hard way. Whole save. Okay, we're good. It's not looking great for my chances of beating this in under 20 minutes. I should still be good. There's no reason this should, if this really is the last floor and there's no final outside or any stupidly long things that would make, you know, make it take an unusually long amount of time as compared to the other floors, you know. Okay, go slow. Okay, it stopped. And go over there. Okay, don't crash it into the wall. Lesson learned. Slow, 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 slow. Nice. I did worse at it the second time. Okay, go through that gap and jump. And go over here. It's been 4 years since Ring 9 release and 7 years since the Great Inferno started, yet there's still not a single place finished. Jump from the spinners onto the platform. Or I could probably high jump it. Yeah, that's easier. Two minutes, 45 seconds left to beat the tower. Can I do it? Might be close. Oh. Now, why would you expect me to do that? Actually, that wasn't so bad. But, like, I would just come across these weird jumps like that, and I'm like, what? On an intense tower? Am I almost there? Surely the wind pad's, like, right up there. But I don't see it, which isn't a good sign. Instead, I saw an arrow and... Ooh. Oh, it is up there. I'm just blind. Oh, but it is no jump. Shouldn't... Yeah, okay. Shouldn't take me 2 minutes to walk over there. GG. Tower of Great Overcomings in 1814-35. Want to learn to eat it in under a minute? Speed eating corn hits different. Go try G. Coles in EToH XXL. Step 1, have the corn but cut vertically. Actually, also fun fact, this is my second completion in zone, or this is my second tower beaten in rings 7, 8, or 9. What do you make of that information? Also, we love final stretches. Just take a look at that abomination. Okay. My skills have been fixed after having... Hold on. I'm checking something on my cellular device. Okay. It would seem that my skills have been fixed from all the damage they took from playing A Lost Existence. Still worth it, though. It's fun playing that. I don't really want to go back to the Tower of Astral Eclipse, because that... Let's go do... Well, actually, viewer suggested. Give me another tower to play. Furious Chicken Brawl Zone 9. Hold on, what difficulty is that? I can check here. Wait, Zone 9. Tower Funny Thoughts in the Baseplate Project. I need to make a sequel to the Baseplate Project video. That was fun. But again, the issue of what do I title it? I mean, that one shouldn't be too hard to title, but like... And sometimes I don't think of what I could title it until after I record the video, but then I fear I won't be able to find or think of a good title, and then the video flops. So it's like, it's a gamble if I don't know for sure. But I feel like it won't be that hard to think of something for a Baseplate Project Part 2. I made one like a year ago. Tower of Zez Plus. Ooh, I like that suggestion. Let's go there. Are we loading? Yes. I think this one's pretty long, so I don't expect to beat it in under 20 minutes. But, actually, just follow what the suggestion says. If it has a length indicator, then... yeah. I believe they're still, like, the same units of time. They don't have, like, inhumanely long, extremely long, etc. such that you just have to remember what each of those actually means. But I think when it says 20 plus minutes long, that means it should take me 30 minutes or less. So, hold on. Let me end this poll and start a new one. Do I beat Tower of Zezpluz in under 30 min? Yes or no? Fix typo. Yes. No. The new length warnings aren't as funny. Do not play Zezpluz. It's genuinely worse than Tower of Inception. Was that an invitation to play Tower of Inception? Let's give it a go and see if it's horrible. I was gonna say horrific, but then you would think it's the difficulty. Ugh. This is a bit janky. I've played up to like floor 2 of this long ago. Zezpluz, by the way, is an anagram of puzzles, which on a tower, hearing about there being puzzles on a tower built before, I don't know, like 2023 usually isn't a good sign. It's probably gonna be random conveyors and otherwise completely stupid things. Like, what is that? That looks like a conveyor. Yeah. It's quite fast, actually. Do you want me to get all the way over there? Huh? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I think this is one of those towers that essentially requires a guide. Oh, why did I think that was like 10 studs higher? That or failing about 900,000 times. Okay, so wrap around to there, high jump up here, jump down to there. I think that's like... Why is that misaligned? You know what? I think I need not ask questions. Huh? Hold on. Potential skip. Skip. Acquiesced. 16. What? What? Oh, I see. Okay. It deactivates that. Hopefully, I don't have... Yeah, I think that's as far as I need to get in 16 seconds. At least the falling parts are indicated. I didn't see the indication, but they were indicated. So, maybe the devs do care about good gameplay. Oh, and tell you what, Towel. I need to beat that. I've wanted to beat that for so long. I don't know if it's known for being particularly good, but... It's a good long tower, which would mean, should I beat it in a video? Because, like I was saying, long towers tend to make for good videos. But on a classic tower, what am I going to title that? Doggo. Huh? Why is that falling part next to a thing? Tightrope? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, what is going on? What is going on? Am I gonna get launched all the way up there? No, I think down there. No, wait, I was already down there. I guess I am getting launched up there. Okay, I got RNG'd. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this. Towel is so good. The mechanics are one of a kind. Keep it that way. Dang. Okay. I'm ending that poll because I'm not doing that tower anymore because it's... Well, let's just leave it at that one fail. Okay, Tower of Wanting extra levels. 30 plus minutes long. I believe that means I should be able to beat it in under 45 minutes. I know I just said I might want to do that in a video, but I can always take the stream and make it into a video. So, can I beat Tower of Wanting extra levels in under 45 minutes? Yes or no? Start poll. No. Roro Studios. Yellow. If you want to join my server, this is the one I'm in with these fine people. Okay. Would you look at that? I once again get to say, well, I've played this before. I don't really remember anything about it, though. I do know it used the Vsauce music on floor 2, I think. It could have been updated by then. You know, I hate the music industry and all. Huh? Oh, of course. Okay. No. No. I hate the music industry too. Are you aware I was working on a sequel called I Hate the Auto Industry? I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever finish it. Due to a... Well, who's Roro Studios? Me. Small YouTuber. I have like 10,000 subscribers almost. By the way, I still need to set up that building competition I'm doing for 10,000 subscribers. Okay, don't do that. Is this the Vsauce music? No, I think it was floor 3. Because I remember that was the music for floor 2 once upon a time. Okay, what is this? Ah. Button activated platform. That's not button activated. Huh, average classic tower. I think I can jump on that. I think I can jump on that too. By the way, speaking of tournaments, oh, funny maze. If you don't know, I was invited to be part of Beb Plays' EToH competitor tournament thing, or EToH creator tournament. I made a community post. My most recent community post is this, with the link to the place where you can go vote me. So I was nominated, so I'm not necessarily in it yet because I need to receive so many votes. So go vote for me so I can be in it. Yay! Oh, hey, indication. I don't think this used to be here. Button goal. That's a tilty boy. Go to there. Go. Chart, can you do Tomp next? What is that? Is that a way back in? That probably is. Zone 9. What's its difficulty? Okay. What? Do I have to go on the other side? Oh yeah, I can squeeze by right here. Okay, there's the button. High Remorseless. I can try it. I doubt I'll be able to beat it. Hold on. If I get like right on the edge, I can be okay. Go. Okay, nice. The button, luckily, is not timed. Whoa. Yeah, I thought I remembered this part being accompanied by the Vsauce music. Actually, no, maybe now I remember this part being accompanied by the Vsauce music. I remember strange things that are oddly specific from the old towers I played. Okay, now what? How do I get up there? Oh, with the balloon, I think. If I recall correctly. As far as where my PB is on this, I want to say, like, that pale green floor. Oh, can I not jump? No, I can't jump. The balloon thing was just on my head. Oh, cool. Roro's here. He's doing a stream. Don't die. Is it the Vsauce music? Oh, yes. It still is. Let's go. What's something Vsauce would say right now? I'm on floor 3. In 3 minutes, which should mean I beat this tower in around, well, okay, 4 minutes, which should mean I beat this tower in like a bit over like 10 minutes. Or does it? Obviously not, because there's like B sides and C sides later. This is not a soft lock, but there is a soft lock later. I don't think that's anything I have to go do. Is it? It might be. EToH Ring 5 has 3 worst intenses towers in the entire game. Those being... just start yelling and hollering if I need to go to that question mark thing. Actually, I think you don't go to that. I think it is a soft lock, actually. You get gnomed. Can I jump on top of that? I should be able to. Yeah. Fun. Long push box thing. Actually, it's not that long. Yeah, it would be nice if there was a way to make, like, a long push box section that didn't make it annoying. Like, it's just too hard to make it, like, so that you don't lose the push box super far into it and then have to restart it completely. That always happens. So, kind of the only way is to split it into multiple push boxes. So, yeah. But also, I'm kind of just complaining because I really have to rework the first 3 floors of Citadel of Leon Laboratories, because it takes like 15 minutes to do 3 floors, and by that means it's going to be significantly longer than Tower of the Planets by the time I'm done with it. And I'd rather not have super inconsistent floor lengths. Do not interact with this moving wall. Oh boy. I almost want to ledge grab this, because I feel like that's just going to be more consistent and less likely to do something stupid. There. One way or another. I did Toy Moim as my first intense. Mechanically induced mayhem. I remember what that is. Is that a button thing? Right, so I gotta figure these out. This probably leads to the button. I don't know if that's can collide true or false, so what I can do is stand like that. I would be falling into climbing animation on the edge of it if it were can collide false. Thus, I can deduce that it... Dang it. Oh, that's a lot to redo. Minus the push box. Not looking good for the believers in that I can beat this in under 45 minutes. Actually, I do kind of like this as a way of playing towers in a stream. The viewers can... I make a reasonable guess of how long I should be able to complete it in, which for the moment is just the how long it should take according to the length indicator, or lack thereof. And then we all have fun as we see if the believers or the doubters are right. I also get the feeling I can just, like, walk sideways to get to that next platform, but I'd rather ledge grab it. I feel more comfortable doing that than risking anything for no reason. Now knowing that this thing is can collide true, what if I how do I want to do that? Just jump for it? Yeah, there we go. There's the button. It is not timed. Oh wait, I was about to have to redo the darkness part, but I don't, because it activates me a free platform. Oh, and also there's that. It's a shadow block. I wonder if all the other semi-transparent things have been shadow blocks. Okay, now what? I see an invis platform there. Is that invisible moving? Probably. Whee! That indicates that's also can collide true. I would test it if I really had a reason to doubt it, but I don't think so. Beware of the platforms from me. What? Beware of platforms far from metal supports. Yeah, don't they, like, fall or break or something? Oh, okay. Well, that answers that. What counts as far, though? Maybe it's that little miscolored bit. Yeah, like that. Now what? Okay, what do I do now? Huh. Oh, was I supposed to go this way the whole time? Probably. Let's see, if I go like that, I should be able to catch myself on the ladder if it were indeed fake. Saved. Yeah, I gotta make sure I'm aware that that's... Oh, wait, it has invisible positions. Okay. Well, one of them is invisible. Is it about to be like, is that the actual win part or is that the invisible position? Wait, so I've now learned, go this way, and be aware of the things here. So can I just wrap? Nope, apparently not. Awesome. Dude, I remember failing the final outside of Tower of Holy Flip like twice. I think I did the final outside in one attempt, but I failed like on floor 10 or 9 like 3 times, if I recall. Okay, let me look a bit more carefully this time. At over there. Huh? You're not gonna give me like any invisibleness? What? I don't see how that's even possible. What's your opinion on Tower of No Return? Try to remember which one that is, because I can never remember which one is the Climb a Mountain one. Is that Tower of No Return? I'm pretty sure yes. Or is that Tower of Nothing New? I think it's Tower of No Return. Come on! So clearly I don't wrap around, because that's like a 15 stud wrap around on the challenge end. Sounds like Tomos. Tower of Mostly Outside Sections from SMTOH Ring 1 in Obby Creator. So, what do I do? Why is everyone talking about Obelisk of Leon Laboratory? Do I go up there? Maybe I do. Maybe I'm just stupid. I probably am, come to think of it. I am quite the unsmart individual when it comes to looking around at the obviously where I'm supposed to go. Oh, okay, and I guess they, like, respawn after a certain amount of time, clearly, because I'd be soft-locked otherwise. The darker platforms are very fragile. Go, 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 go. Okay, I think I can walk across there, jump towards the end, just in case there's any dubious traps. Question mark? Well, the other question mark was certainly not something I should have gone to. COLL isn't even done. Oh, wait, yeah, they're probably calling it Obelisk of Leon Laboratories because I was saying, since it takes 15 minutes to do the 3 floors that are built, that means it's going to be longer than even Tower of the Planets if that continues. Okay, so now what? Do I go in the question mark? Because the other question mark, I'm pretty sure it was a soft lock. So now I don't know. The towers in SMTOH aren't even neats. I'm aware. They are DNACs. Definitely not a Citadel, maybe. I guess let's just go for it. Don't actually go through this. It is a bad idea. Death trap. Okay, so there was nothing there. There was literally nothing. So I guess I do go this way, but it leads nowhere. So what? Oh, well, there you go. That answers that. Ah, falling is failing, probably. Oh, and I have slow walk. I'm glad I did the risky jump of the corner before it fully slowed me down. Let me go sideways. Probably could just go forwards. I'd go into climbing animation, I guess. Speed up. Why am I, like, fully sped up now? That thing, I think, is going to take me to a side B later on. Or something. So, what? Is it like there's a side B to most floors except, like, the first one? But you, later on, like, after you get to 10A, you do them, like, out of order or something? Hold on, I got a button. Now what? Oh, it activated something up there. I got my bathroom unlocked. Let's go. Good job. scary. Don't do anything stupid, please. Thank you. And now we're on this part. So much for that net. That was short-lived. What? Can I climb up that? What is this ladder? This is the goofiest ladder I've ever seen. Spinny, 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 spinny. Well, that was cutting it close, that's for sure. I have to do the goofy ladder again. If you just kind of shake your camera around, that works. Okay, almost just walked off of one stud. Or walked off on Walking Simulator. Right, this part's like stupid, isn't it? You like get a push box and then I guess that's a destroyer. I think I can stand down there, but I'm not gonna risk it. Push box tightrope. Is that a that opens that for 30 seconds and sends a red box across, and I have 30 seconds to get it to its respective button. Okay, the red button is permanently active, so don't have to do that again when I inevitably fall. One stud tree climb, but it's also spinning. Permanently active button that I believe activated this out here. Get a nice view of the... Hold on. The screenshot opportunity. That's what this is. Okay, and then as I recall, these are like shadow blocks for what's above. Free button. I don't think he's going to beat it in under 45 minutes. Shh. Now I gotta beat it so I can prove the doubters wrong. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Good things those aren't evilly timed. Nothing's more annoying than shovers that are timed to give you like 1 nanosecond of leeway. Or of leeway, I guess works. Is that the correct use of that? Who knows? Maybe not so free button. But yeah, I definitely, yeah, because it just mirrors what's down there. And I can apparently cheese that. But I might be able to high jump up there. Yeah. Gotta prove the doubters wrong. Let me reopen the chat, though. Okay, now what? I'll ride around again. I'll tell you what, I can jump down there. I think, yeah. Welcome to the Tots Club. Oh my gosh, it's Tots. Haven't played this since the Ring 1 Tower Rush. I do want to do another Tower Rush. That was so much fun. Post video made, it's all done, yay, contemplation. Well, obviously I don't wall hop up there. Oh. Okay. And then I guess I jump to there. But like, I want to do another Tower Rush. Good thing there's so many of them. But there's no areas I've completed all non-SCs. Well, Ring 2, I think. Well, except the Citadel. I got to do the Citadel first. Citadel of wacky strategy. Now, where do I go? After this, you should play TONR in Zone 8. I'm probably going to end the stream after this, because it's been like 4 hours now. More importantly, what do I do here? Put a random invisible part, of course. Average classic tower moment. Now, just make sure I don't die. Standing around healing is... Don't even think about it, game. How did I end up in this situation? Thank you. Okay. I refuse to put myself in that situation of standing around healing if that's what is going to make me take forever. Come on. 15 seconds. Go, 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 go. Let me up, let me up, let me up. Go, 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 go. Pyramid. And I think this is like a teleporter or something. No, it's a boing. Go, go, go. And we're on the next floor. Alright, isn't there a button around here that has like 60 labels that fills your whole screen? I thought it was like this button. Oh, well that answers that. I was about to go, there's probably an invisible part and I just have to figure it out. But nope. What? This way? No, that's where it just came from. Go this way. I'm probably gonna run out of time. I better pick up the pace. Huh. Another outside. I think my PB is on this outside. I failed it one snowy day. Jump. Boing! That's not a boing. Never mind. You get popped out MP3 instead. Button. That did something. There's a space needle of 2 stud wraps. Oh wait, that just opened this. Stuck, press F to escape. Yeah, don't I need to go down to like the bottom of this ball pit? And are they unanchored? Alright, we just... Let me through. Let me through. Let me through. Seems like they are anchored. I can't really tell, though. Yeah, like, those would definitely be separating a little bit if they were unanchored. So, guess they're not. Let me through. Let me... Oh my gosh. Coming. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is really causing the problems of the prediction of beating this in under 45 minutes. Come on! Can I not get through here? I mean, if I can't, I can't, because they're unanchored. I can't, like, push them apart. I can fit underneath there. This is at least somewhere different. Okay, along the edge isn't so bad. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, Roblox just froze. That was scary. I thought I got, like, Roblox crashed or something. That would be awful. Ball section gonna take him 50 minutes? No. If I can just get up there. There we go, finally. Oh, neon red. Ow, my eyes. Oh, I wasn't supposed to jump down. Or wasn't not supposed to jump down. Okay, go, go, go. Prove the believers wrong. I mean, prove the doubters wrong. Prove the believers right. Hint mirrored. Of course. Why wouldn't it be like that? I would think it would mean they're in the same place. The can collide trues, but evidently that's not what that means. Bro. Button. Thankfully permanently active. Okay. Falls from here will send you back and also avoid red buttons. Wait, send me back to where? The start? Yeah, thanks. That doesn't help anything. Probably to that box, actually. I mean, it probably wouldn't mean to the start, because if it did mean to the start, then nothing has changed, so why was there a sign there? Anyways, avoid red buttons. Maybe this is where my PB was. Because it's, like, actually kind of hard to avoid them. Get to the button. Wait, so I can hit the kill brick walls, so that's good. Oh, but that does deal a lot of damage. Be careful. Go, 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 go. Then don't go too fast. Hold on. Do I need to prevent myself from hitting the red buttons or the box? Probably the box. And there's that. Now I can just drive it over here and go like this. Nice. Hi, Roro. Hi, EToH. Oh, I get it. Like it near, but it far. What if I just high jump? You're gonna get the high jump treatment of I don't feel like wrapping arounding. I did not. Oh, hey, we finally made it back to the top of the ladder. That was quite the excursion to do that. Watch these be unmarked conveyors. Apparently not. Never mind. Okay. That seems like a suspiciously nice net to be there, so I'm not trusting that. Okay, now what's this? There's probably a button or something in here, or a box of you just got soft locked. Tell you what, I don't know if I can get through there. What if I turn on shift lock at the right time? Okay, let's go back this way, and if I need a button, then I'll go that way. Oh. There is an outside. Oh, this looks fun. One wrong move and 27 minutes of progress down the drain. What a fun situation. Could probably get on top of this ball, but I'm not going to risk it. Prove the doubters wrong. Is that can't collide true? I don't think so. We'll find out soon enough if it is. Huh? Oh, nice. I like the terrain way over there. That's pretty cool. Very cool. Okay. Nice. Any of these could just be a random conveyor or anything like that, so I really gotta keep on my toes. But there's no way I can predict for everything. Like, especially because my reflex reaction is different depending on what it is, or it should be different. Whether it's a falling part or a conveyor, depending on what conveyor or what direction that conveyor goes. Can you tell I'm going insane after streaming for so long? Let's go. I'm number one. Toes, dead chat. Alright, what's going on here? Alright, let's find out what that is. That is a tilty boy. Glad it wasn't a conveyor, because I was not mentally prepared enough for it to be a conveyor. You know. Shouldn't be a teleporter. Oh, but it is a maze. Oh, well, that's obviously a dead end. It looked pretty small of a maze, though. And right, I don't want to be... Oh, it's multiple stories, though. Great. I just died. What? You're kidding me. Are those ouch breaks actually? Wait, what? This can't... Oh my gosh, they are. Well, actually, I think they're double damage blocks. Okay. Perfect. Why would they do that for no reason except... Wow. That is average classic tower for you. Average classic tower for you. Do you remember me? I vaguely recall your avatar. I feel like I recognize it. I'm probably gonna end the stream. It has been 3.5 hours. So if you're in the server, you can come to let's go in here for a screenshot. By the staircase. Alright, that's gonna be the end of the stream. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. I should have a video that I'm working on. It'll probably be out in the next couple days. Titled, Can I Beat a Remorseless Tower in One Attempt? And I attempt Tower of Astral Fusion in it. So will I be able to beat it in one attempt? Might have said if I beat it or not earlier in the stream, but I don't know. So yeah, Ring 6 soon also. Maybe a release date is in the near future. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video or stream, and have a great day.